So yes, it is nice to come out of the winners bracket. It is not a detriment to be in the losers bracket. We have had at least a team, that's mostly Xavier Sports, come out from the losers bracket to end up winning, one down, 1-3. So you never know. Some teams play really well in the losers bracket. Some teams play really well in the winners bracket. It all comes down to the matchup and who you are going to play next afterwards. Who's hot, who's not. You can always have good games and bad games.
Yeah, you never know. Again, any given Saturday, like they always say, sometimes you can be pretty much be upset in situations like this.
And you never know. And especially after big breaks like that. Teams have been playing. As you can actually see on the bottom. Whoa! Look at that, all the way down there. Look at all those teams. Don't look at one of them that are down there right now. But look at all those teams down there. Those are not the game scores, though. Those are the series scores. So, for example, Levitate Esports versus STV, which is going to the left of your screen right now, which is about to actually be off screen. Now it's definitely off screen. It's tied 1-1. And but anyway, look at the overlay, guys. Come on now. It's an absolute thing of beauty. It's gonna be an aspect. So it looks like we're gonna get. I was about to say get off to a very quick start here. We got not quite. We have Tarnished, It's Me, Olise, and Ajan versus Tarnished, which is Aspect, Dre, and Resets. Again, these are teams. These are teams I have not seen, and we're going to, unless Kenzo has seen them before. I don't know if they were last week. Good to know. We are both going to be getting a nice, good first look at these teams. So, but 30 seconds in, it seems that Tarnished, it's going to be reset. I was going to say, it seems Tarnished wants to get the ball up. Look at that trolley replay. As replay sponsored by Trolley Chills. But I was going to say, Tarnished pushing the pace here, and it's just a beautiful dime into reset here, and it's 1-0.
Yep, it's simple as that. Simple teamwork on the split. You gotta love what you gotta see. As again, just take a look at that nice, beautiful overlay, that nice replay. Going to It's Me, and he's gonna try to at least get around the corner, but no dice there. That's gonna be a 50.
That's gonna be down that right side. Olise will leave a touch for Ajan. And will be popped up here. It's a bit of it's a detrimental spot. And it's going to play out and respect an aspect. Comes in and finds the second goal. I was going to say it's popped up into a really not dangerous spot, but then again, I've been in a lot of gold lobbies recently. Usually, those aren't dangerous. Up here, it's very dangerous, and it's a beautiful goal to put Tarnished up 2-0.
2-0. You love to have an early lead. Might as well go for 3-0, but a good save coming from them, but it's not gonna matter. It's Reset who makes it a 3-0 game, and Tarnished is running away with this one very early on.
And that's exactly what you were talking about, Kenzo. It's just it's game by game basis. This is, I believe, second round gameplay. And it just, it's got a little hard for me to see, but it doesn't matter. Winners round, it don't matter. Some teams just come out to an extremely hot start, and some teams come out a bit slow. Who knows? We've seen game one Andes come out plenty of times before, but it's just, look at the team play from Tarnished. It's Aspect who just lays it in, and I believe it was Reset lays it in, and Aspect just finishing touches. And it's 4-0. We have this happen, I'm not going to say all the time, but it does happen quite a bit. We see the jump outs, but again, it is only game one, and time will tell where Thunder can go from here.
Yeah, Thunder, it's still a lot of chance to come back. There's still a lot of time, so it's not over just yet, but if Tarnished keeps up the pace like this, you might as well, we'll call it over. At that point, as It's Me tries him on the right side, pops into the air up by 1, but he's not going to get anywhere close to that. And this is where the defense on display. Reset, gonna get it right side of the net. And Tarnished is running up the scoreboard 5-0.
And it's at that part of the game, too, where Thunder's going to start overcommitting. And for a good reason. It's like being late for class, You're already late. It doesn't really matter how late you get, especially in college. I can tell you that for sure. It doesn't matter how late you get. You're already losing. At this point, it doesn't matter if you're losing by any more. It's 5-0. They're gonna overcommit. It's gonna look really bad when it doesn't work. It's gonna look really good when it does work. So Olise is just gonna pinch it in from about midfield. Aspect tries to put it in, not quite a pinch, but hits the top of the car. Well, I mean, whoever's in net, that's a grand effort out of them. That's what I could tell you. I mean, I haven't seen goalkeeping like that. Oof, that rivals prime Neuer right there. I think that was Dre in goal. But when you're up 5-0, you don't really worry too much. It's gonna be Aspect playing it up that left side. We lost Kenzo for a second. He's back, and now it's going to be pitched into the middle by Aspect. That was a great pass. Just no one in the middle to finish it. As Reset's going to, well, why not say reset the ball? He's gonna set it to Aspect in the back. Dre is going to push the pace. I mean, this is just about as
Oh my God!
If we were still doing top 5 goals, ladies and gentlemen, we almost had a top 5 goal right there. I mean, that was about as beautiful a team play as you could have. Beautifully played back. It was rifled out by Tarnished. But, yeah, we're going for some knee slappers here. The goal was Tarnished indeed. That's Trey's going to slide it to the left. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. It's 6-1. I mean, Tarnished... You're going to hear a really good one again. It's tarnishing Thunder right now. Don't worry, guys. I'm only here for half the broadcast. It's the early half. The early half games usually do sometimes end up like this. We have had many games like this throughout every single tournament. You're bound to have one or two. I still think the worst... Oh, hold on a minute! We heard Jonesy. You just had to say something about Brazil, and it's all gone. It's all gone. As always said.
This is Jonesy. This is why you don't speak early, because stuff like this always happens. We almost had a Brazil till, but then again, like I said, we haven't had overtimes, and then look what happens when overtime happens. So I guess any given Saturday, or something, I don't know.
You never know. Like you said, you never know. It could flip completely on its head. At this point in the game, it is definitely a bit easier to say. It probably won't. But what I can tell you, after Tarnished went out to the 4-0 lead, it's 2-2. So, and trust me, if you're Thunder, that's how you have to look at it. As Ajon did disconnect, it seems, unless the overlay is having some tracking problems.
I don't... Are they running with 2 players?
Well, there were 3. I can tell you that one for sure. But they're currently on the left side 2 players. And I saw It's Me has left. Ooh, are we having a little bit of a cheeky rage quit? Oh, Ajon lost connection.
Oh.
Well, guys, we're gonna have to take an imaginary knee here.
Yeah, not sure what's going on. Unless the Epic servers, or it could be Ben. It's always Ben. We love you, man.
Now we're really getting on top of Ben.
So it's either A, it's always something with production, or B, Epic servers are crashing again because I guess people. Did they rage quit? No way.
I heard. That's always the first. I think Ajon might have not, because it did say he lost connection. However, they were down 7-2. So,
but still finish the match. Like, I get it. Getting shut out, getting blown out is nothing new. I've seen it before. I have seen it happen on my own streams. But I mean, you finish the match. It's not like in football where you're up by like 49 points, and you're down you're up by 49, or you're down by 49. You just don't say, all right, cool, we're just gonna leave. Still, but if it's a connection issue, then I get the reason why.
Well, either way, complete disaster for Thunder, and it's well, I mean, all I can say is it's a good start for them, for Tarnished, because coming out, you score 4 goals in maybe 2 minutes coming off the clock. Obviously, yeah. Thunder a bit out of sorts. I still think if you take the latter part of that match and you say, okay, Tarnished scored 4. If you were to reset the match from there with 3 minutes left to go, it's 2-2. So I think, like Kenzo said, if you assuming this is also assuming there's no internet problems or anything like that. You play out the match and see what you can get, because there's easily opportunities you can get 3-4 goals, and you're gonna lose the game, but you get to go into the next match saying, all right, if we just don't give up 4 goals in 2 minutes, we're in for a good one.
Yeah, and I think it's more like a power move. When you score 4 goals in 2 minutes, that's a huge shaking to the other team, because like, okay, we just got 4 goals dumped on us. We have to start locking in now. And I think for Thunder, they just got absolutely blown out of the water in game 1. But now I guess we're heading game 2, unless Thunder has rejoined for the moment. We'll have to see.
I don't think, and I mean, unless it is, no, I definitely know we've had teams rage quit. This has happened plenty of times before. I mean, guys, it's Rocket League. I'm not going to say, like, the most patient people of all time play Rocket League. It's not a dig, but I've seen enough Rocket League in my time at this point.
This is true.
However, it is very rare, and I haven't seen anyone rage quit a series before. That would be a new one. That would be something that you hang on your wall. Like, I got a wide open wall back there. It would go up there if I didn't have stuff planned to go up there. It'd go up there saying Thunder first ever series rage quit in Nameless Esports history. But again, if it is taking this long, it'd be easy for them to say we're done. Just move Tarnished on. Assuming it's taken this long for a reason, it would make me want to believe that it is just internet problems. And boy, I'm dashing around the screen, lagging. I know. We got word from earlier that I don't know if it's his main setup, but our great producer Ben does indeed run some things on Chromebook. I don't believe I don't believe the stream is being run on a Chromebook. It's being run on ladies and gentlemen.
My brother in Christ.
Okay. I was gonna say we might have had, if things didn't change, we would have had to start a GoFundMe for Ben, because Chromebooks can barely run Google Docs, and it would have been a long day. But I know I'm not. Okay. So I can safely say, am I gone? Is this one? Oh, this is not a good look. What is going on? Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me? Why is my face frozen? I'll be back.
Yeah. I mean, I know. I know on my end, it's my internet is really trying its hardest to fight it. But I guess, I mean, again, it's a new production setup, testing out a lot of stuff. I know this firsthand. So please
do something.
Please pray for us,
something,
guys. Please.
This is not this. Ref, do something. All right. I think we're back.
Ref, please.
Oh no, England won! No. All right. Disaster. Norway is out of the World Cup, ladies and gentlemen. England is moving on. I don't care what happens as long as Argentina loses. All right. Anyway, so the again, this seems no word coming in from anyone. We're a bit left in the dark here. But if you look at the bottom, look at all that. Whew. All right, come on now. Shebang beat SP Dogs 2-0. We have Star Girls. Star Girls we actually did see in the last chance qual. Oh, hello. Thunder is rejoining. All right, so if we do have time, we have some shout outs. Some Nameless Esports some in here. I see one person in here at least who is playing. Aries, rent due. He is on rent due. Aries, the player. I think we've seen him on other teams before. We have him. We have former Nameless Esports players who are in the last chance qualifiers. This is what the top 16 now. I think that's what Ben told me. Or Jonesy told me. So we have Monk Classic, Nightya Classic, Polar Classic, Scythe. They're all kind of classic. So yeah, you're gonna hear me say it every time. Classic, Dap Dap Classic, Juice Classic, Expert Classic, Resinol Classic, Lev Classic, and Pigeon Classic. And hopefully we have an all-time classic, that's the last one I promise, on our hands in this game as we finally get game 2 started.
Yeah, so hopefully we get that. Hopefully my internet is alive because Jesus Christ, it's almost at this point about to be dying. But again, 1-0 Tarnish is up. Hopefully Thunder, they talk things out because, I mean, getting 7-2 on is not how you want to go wow. As, again, Aspect pops it over 1, tries to get it with a reset. Reset looks to make a play. Off the wall, sends it over to Dre, and Dre is going to put it into the net, and Thunder takes the lead.
Now, this is what we were talking about after the last game. You eliminate the first 2 minutes from the game. It's 2-2. This is an even level playing field when Thunder is not down 4-0. As shoot, the name switched sides. Tarnish is up 1-0. I'm gonna lose my job. All right, so Tarnish is up 1-0. I was gonna say, when did Dre turned into that color of Rocket League switch? But anyway, Tarnished is going to start a repeat of last game. Is definitely what I meant to say, and they will be up 1-0 for the foreseeable future. This is good though. 1 minute has gone by. Thunder has not given up more than 1 goal, but now it's time for them to, on the contrary, score a goal. They do have.
I'm just gonna say, you said it like there was an improvement. Like, hey, you gave up 1 goal, but you're not giving up 4 goals.
This is true, though. This is true. This is a vast improvement. I would much rather give up 1 goal than 4 goals. That's like if I got 30. That's like if I got 50 dropped on my head, and I'm like, well, dang it, I gave up 4 points the next game. Right. But, I mean, we're holding it here, though. We're holding it here. We're not holding it here. We're not holding it here. It's reset. Who's gonna put Tarnished up 2-0. Thunder. I mean, guys.
Yeah,
you heard me and Crispy giving C Sports hell last Friday. We're gonna be on that type of time today, ladies and gentlemen. I ain't stopping them.
I see. Friday. Okay. Someone is choosing violence today. All right, let's see if Thunder.
No, don't. We don't get violent. Don't stress. We are constructive criticism.
Okay, I believe you.
Constructive criticism.
Okay.
As
I think that's please someone correct me if I'm getting this name right. It's Aegon who just got credit with that save. Now here comes Aspect trying to at least get around the corner, but again, Thunder, like we have seen at least a little bit, do not have speed deep, but they might have it. Oh, but it is Aspects. Assuming that's not Aspect, it was a save by Tarnish. Aspect wants to run rushing back downfield. Now here comes Ozzy. Ozzy popped into the air, tries to go off the wall. No, it's Aspect again, cutting him off. Here comes Strong, trying to get a play, but there is a save coming from Tarnish.
We're seeing a little bit of the defensive side of Tarnished, which was very rare last game, and I mean, they're showing that they could do it on both sides of the pitch. It's not stuck to one side. Well, goodness, I mean, guys, D1 Caster's curse right there. That's going to be Aegon, who had a save earlier, like Kenzo pointed out, and he will be the one to score the first goal of this game for Thunder. So now 2-1. They're down. 2:15 left to go. I'm going to say it again. While the ball's not in play, keep it here. Now the ball is in play, I'm not going to say anymore. It's going to be put in towards the goal. It will not be finished by anyone. We're looking at Olise here at a GH Strong. Hold on. Did we even substitute? Or am I going...
I don't know. Maybe, but I don't know. Maybe
it was a name change. Because I don't remember GH Strong. Guitar Hero Strong. Oh! He was there. Okay, my memory is a bit
again, short-term memory.
Yeah. You gotta. The greats all have short-term memory, as the classic Foot Locker commercial went.
Yep, as we see Aspect and GH Strong going at it. The bump by Strong. Aegon with possession. The touch by them. And Strong gets another one puffed into the air. I know Jonesy wants to see the Brazil. I don't know if we might get one, but for me, I'm hoping for at least a bit of overtime, if you know, if you catch my drift right there. So hopefully Thunder looking like, again, they're down a goal. Not a lot of chance as Reset gets the goal. So again, another goal for Tarnish, courtesy of Reset. Look at this one more time. Off the wall, the touch, the direction. Aegon just too slow to get back in time.
It's been the... I can't even say it's been both sides for Thunder. The defense has been... Oh, I told my friend I was going to watch kickoffs because we're getting demolished on kickoffs. Oh my goodness, that was almost a beautiful ground strike by GH Strong. Oh, goodness. But Thunder hasn't really had it great on either side. I mean, Reset did great. Wow, I mean, guys. Aspect, son. Talk to him. Talk to Dimer from Reset. Aspect, little easy. And just bottom right corner. I mean, whew.
Yeah.
Beautiful finish there.
I saw what Ozzy was trying to get that last second save in there. I mean, in those cases, you gotta let that one go. I mean, there's not much you could do. As Dre and Aspect trying to maneuver around, but can't find it. Reset off the corner, can't find it. As Aspect trying to chase it around, Ozzy once more. No, gets sped. Dre over to Aspect. Aspect tries to get the floater. Oh, what a shot by Aspect. Oh, that save's gonna really bite Thunder in the rear. As again, it's Aegon trying to at least pop it in the air to get that save. Not happening there. And now it's 5-1. 36 seconds left. Aegon just left the match. So, I guess I get back to a 3v2, I guess.
Well, Aegon has been the main perpetrator. Yeah, we are gonna call this one. We're gonna blow the whistle a little early here, ladies and gentlemen. Tarnish just completely dumpstered Thunder. We're gonna make a little bit of a bare bones analysis on that one. Aspect with 2 wonderful goals to shut the door. I shouldn't shut the door. Slam the door shut. And oh, the frame rate has spiked here. Hold on a minute. We're moving here when we're in the free cam. Look at that, GH Strong. Haha, bro.
I mean, I don't think Strong can do it, but I would like to see a bit of Brazil or not. Okay, I guess not. All right, no Brazil.
Yeah, nice try.
Yeah, no Brazil, I guess. But Strong is like, you know what? I'm gonna do what I can. I'm gonna do what I can. But I guess that's another rage quit. I don't know at this point. So I guess Tarnish is moving on to nothing from them. As you are happy to say this, Gunius has lost, or at least I think that's true. Let me check at the standings for the moment. No, Gunius did lost. They lost to Washam, as SPK and Washam are going at it. This has been a eventful stream. I will say that.
If you've ever wondered, ladies and gentlemen, do I want to get into broadcasting? Do I want to get into commentary? Your answer should always be yes, because there is no better place to learn how to improvise than these kinds of streams, because you never know what on earth is going to happen. You never know what people who are not you are going to do, and that's what makes it fun, because you get to just, when you have moments like this, because if you guys want to hear a post-game analysis, I got you. Tarnished completely destroyed Thunder. The Thunder had worse internet, they had worse defense, they had worse offense. Not to say Thunder was the worst team I've ever seen, because trust me, I've seen worse. Trust me. I've seen me play. You don't want to see that. You don't want to see that.
I mean, we've had worse teams play on here before. It's not the worst, but Thunder just got completely blown out of the water in both those games.
A combined goal score, I think it was, let's see, as we lose Kenzo for a second. Gosh, hold on, I haven't done math in a while. 7 plus 6 is 13. I need a gold star for that one, ladies and gentlemen. And I believe Thunder scored 4 goals the whole one. So, Is it the most goals we've seen? No, actually, it's not. You might be thinking, wow, that's a lot. Who scored more? Townsend University versus, it was a French name. And it took me a minute to remember the time before that. But Ben's Townsend University, actually, I believe scored like 20-something goals combined matches. Oh, boy. It was a long, long day for that French team. And French teams usually never get the benefit of the doubt when they are on our stream, because this is the grand old United States of America. And this is... we appreciate the Statue of Liberty, guys, but Rocket League is not your thing right now. But we appreciate that Statue of Liberty. But yeah, Tarnish 2-0 over Thunder. You see those live things down there. You know, you always keep track. It's rolling by. But anyway, you're gonna actually lose those privileges unless they stay down there while the replays are going on. Which if they do, that's like Sports Center, guys. This is elite. But we're gonna go to a break here. We've had I don't know if good matches are the right word. If you like goals, boom, perfect matches. Besides the DQ. But anyway, we're going to go to a quick break here. I'm Sean, joined by Kenzo. Hopefully we get the internet stuff figured out. But anyway, you take the break. We're going to take one too. Alrighty, and welcome back, everybody. We are back. It is Rocket Rush Season 2, week number 4. We have Levitate Esports, who maybe quite not a main staple yet. They've been here a good chunk, but it might be their first time here in Season 2. So if it is, welcome back, Levitate Esports. If it's not their first time, still welcome back. It's a brand new week. It's a brand new time to perform. And SP Deep Dark, who, like Zave Esports, about 500 Solus Path teams. And they've got...
Yeah, you're not kidding.
A little new logo here. It looks a little bit different, a little more raunchy, I'll tell you what. A little grungy here.
Giving me, it's giving me Venom vibes, I can tell you that much.
Carnage vibes or Venom vibes?
Well, I would say both at this point, kind of a mix between the two of them, Carnage and Venom. So take a look at that roster. Levitate Esports, Logan, Ventus, and Eluda for Levitate Esports versus for SP Dark, Ronix, Lumix, and Vastplay. At this point, I don't know how many Solo Path teams that there are, but there are sure a lot.
I'm so sorry. I breathed in that. My body didn't like that one. Anyway, excuse me. If it is like a good chunk of the other SP Rocket League teams, then they should be pretty darn good, which is, I'm keeping a buck. After last series, then won't mind that. And Levitate Esports, we know, is always going to bring it, you know, whether or not they're going to meet their match here, and that match being SP Deep Dark. We're going to have to find out. I mean, these teams, a great thing of a week-by-week basis, some teams show up, some teams don't. Is very, very rarely do you get rematches week in and week out. So, 1, players might get better. 2, they might get worse. Usually that doesn't happen. Or 3, it is their first time meeting, and we just never know. Or we get the same thing. But like I said, that's very rare. But when this game does start, if it does go 4-0 again in the first 2 minutes, I'll apologize on my behalf, because it seems maybe it's me that this keeps happening. But again, these are two organizations have run their terms here in our Rocket Rush weekly tournaments. I believe Solus Path has at least, like, again, one of their teams has won at least one. Monk has won a Solus Path, and he, thank you, Ben, who was on the list of the last chance qualifier players of the Nameless Esports. Let's call them veterans at this point, because usually veterans don't go back to war. So they usually stay at home, and that's what Monk has done with these tournaments. He has not come back. So Obviously, they have some history. We'll see if they're more of a past tense or we'll see if they're a future tense. That's what we're going to find out when the game eventually stops. Hey, it's starting right now. Wonderful. But yeah, I mean, shoot. We're going to get started here right now.
Gonna start it off as Levitate East versus SP Dark. Let's see both these teams have in the chamber. It's going to be Ventus, a little Kingdom Hearts reference maybe? We'll have to find out. As it's, I believe that is Connex. Remember, I am still on Wi-Fi Warrior at this point. So
as you guys can hear, he's not kidding.
I was gonna say I thought it was gonna go again. Again, Wi-Fi Warrior here. Please pray for me. As it's fast play. Again, he's going to send it into the corner. Not Dice there. Tries to go up around. And again, a stalemate so far.
Yeah, the good thing is, not even a minute into the game, we're going to cross that threshold in a couple seconds here. But a little nice bit of corner or box-to-box play. Ill is going to be looking, and I'm going to assume that is Iluga. Almost like a fast play that was going to go for a solo effort. It will not find the back of the net. It will be Ill who takes it away from him. Now we're going into a counterattack fast play. Well, actually, he's going to keep it here. It's Ill again with another beautiful save. Pinches it off the crossbar. Now it's Logan. Now they have numbers and a great read out of... That's a really long name. And it doesn't matter, though, because it's going to be the shortest name on the board. It's going to be Ill who's going to open this series up 1-0 for Levitate Esports.
Certainly enough, Ill may be ill with that kind of shot. I mean, you're making other teams ill with that kind of performance. You want to keep doing that. So it's going to be now Contenders and try to see if he can do it. You know, he's going to fake for the moment. It's Logan with possession. Tries to get there. Flies to the air. Pass by one. Sends it over to Ventus. Ventus, oh, couldn't get the goal.
We saw the vision. I know we saw the vision. It will stay here. Ill's going to go for number 2. He will not find it, but it will stay here. He has no boost. He's going to lay it off for Logan. Logan into the middle. We'll try to go for a solo play. He does not have anyone behind him. It's going to have to be a sprint back on defense. No play into the middle. Ronnie X couldn't find it. It's Ill. He has Logan to his left. L-double-X, the only man to beat. He's going to try it himself. Not quite able to do it. Ventus keeps it here. Oh, just kidding. It slid off the bottom of his car. We're going to go back to the other. Nope, Logan will take it in the air. Now it's not Logan. It's going to send it into the middle. It's Ryan X. Not able to find a goal yet. Goal line Ill. It seems to always be him. He's going to have to give it another one. Logan this time saves Ill. Ill might have been able to get there. Might have won it still. He had no boost, ladies and gentlemen. As we're going to, once again, be an S Solus Path box. Vast play tries to clear it. It will get about midfield. Logan, though, off of the ceiling. L-double-X is going to send it out. Ill, once again, he's had everything. He has 3 saves, 3 shots, 1 goal. Tries to make it 2. Not quite. L-double-X does a good job. But again, it's just staying here. The pressure from Levitate Esports surely has to be bothering SP. Deep Dark, not quite enough for it to merit another goal. But they have been all over the place.
Yeah, they have been all over the place. I got to give a credit to Levitate. Has been really good on the defensive side. Not so much for SP Dark. We haven't seen a lot of them. They've just been shut out as his fast play sends it over to Contender. Now Contender flies to the air. Best outfield sends it over to Ronis. Can Ronis get into play? Oh, the bump could have been there. They should have had a second man back to get back downfield, but they will not. And Contender, let's see if he has something that's going to get met by Ill. Now Ill with possession. Back over to Contender. Contender sends it over to Ronix. Into the corner they go. No, Ventus sends it downfield. Now Ventus with possession, but again, it's Deep Dark cutting off the momentum. They gotta get the ball into the net. They're running out of time. It's 1:30 left. You gotta get it going now.
You know, with that much time, even though it doesn't sound like a lot, it goes very slowly, especially when you're on defense. And it's going to be Ventus who just booms it a little bit. It won't get any farther than Contender. Can he find the goal? It's going to be a tie game! Straight down the middle, it's L-double-X Contenders! I don't even know. He's just going to put it in, though, straight down the middle. Ventus without many momentum to make a save. Can't find it. And we have our first tie of the day.
Yep, first tie again. Now it's Moses. Could be a kickoff goal, but Contender is not going to allow it to happen as Logan just whizzed by the ball.
Oh, we got a rule one.
Oh, you're all right. Rule 1 minute remaining left on the clock. It's do or die time now. Here comes Ill. Ill tries to pinch the ball downfield. Contender gets the touch over to Ventus. Now it's Logan with possession. Sends it downfield, but fast play is going to cut him off into the corner. Ronix with possession. The fast break all gets met by Ventus. Now Ill with possession. He sends it downfield, possibly to get a bit of offense going his way. Let's see what Levitate now has to do. Logan up in the air, off the wall. No, it's fast play who booms the ball and clears it out. Ill with possession. 30 seconds left. Here they go. Will they have enough? It's Ventus. Tries to set his teammate. No, but it's fast play again. Tries to get something going. He goes. It pops into the corner. Off Ill's car. 19 seconds left. It's do or die time. Here comes Ill. Contender tries to set it down, and he will. 10 seconds up approaching. Will this be enough? 10, 9. One of these teams is going to have to make a move. Ventus sends it. Ronix with possession. 2. It's going to be Contender. No, Logan with the save. What a save by him. Ronix, last stand. No, it's Logan with the save. And we are going to overtime.
Is it Logan or Prime Buffon? Ladies and gentlemen, we won't know. It's going to be Contender, though. We want to move quick here. He sends it in towards the net. He can't save it this time. It's never gotten the chance again. Logan, I believe, was the last man back. 2 saves in a row. Couldn't make it 3. And it's going to be SP Dark who takes game 1.
What a come from behind victory by SP Dark. When the chips were down, they found it. Look at the stats. They're taking up that new winner screen. Oh, I guess we don't get the chance to see it. But either way, it doesn't matter. What a performance from SP Dark. They looked weary very early on, but they found a way to come back and take game 1.
I think it always, Al says, always, oh, I got back a little bit, you can't see my face. There we go. It starts on the defensive side. SP Deep Dark was fortunate to start defensively and transition it into offense. Levitate Esports did the opposite. They would start with offense and would have to transition back to defense. That kind of cuts away your offense sooner or later because you don't have any chance to counterattack. SP Deep Dark lived in the counterattack. They had no problem being under pressure. They handled it very, very well. It took a great first goal to put them down anyway, but there was no fight. I think Levitate Esports did not want to go to overtime. They end up going to overtime as SP Deep Dark scored, I believe, about a minute left. And it just, from there out, they didn't look comfortable. They had, I mean, it was only, 7 seconds of overtime anyway, so they didn't really even get a chance to try and score. But game 2, it's a fresh slate. That was just a very well played game by both teams. Oh, I was gonna hit the crossbar. Oh, it might have been saved anyway. But it's going to be Contender. He was the man of the match last game, scoring both goals for SP. Oh my goodness, he's gonna get credited with this one. I don't know if there were any bumps in there. We're gonna get our fine replay here. Please don't skip. It's going to go into the middle. No, it just slides right through a member of SP Deep Dark and a member of Levitate Esports. Ladies and gentlemen, we're off to a quick one here. SP Deep Dark up 1.
Yeah, that I think we saw in the replay. You saw Levitate Esports just completely whiffed on that ball. Not a chance there. That ball just does a nice layup. But either way, now it's fast play and Ventus going at it. Ronix flies to the air. He pops it up. Tries to send it to the corner, but cannot find it. Contenders. No, Logan's got to force a way around there. But fast play gets a good save into the corner. They go. It's Ill trying to get some touches, but he will not find it. Redirects his car. But again, no dice there. It's Ventus. Sends it in the corner. Sends it over to Contender now. Let's see what he has at the demo. Logan sends it to the corner. Could have had a man there, but Ill was just too out of position. And now it's Levitate Esports on the back burner now.
It was a bit of a misplayed ball from Logan. I mean, he had the entire field pretty much to play with, and he just sent it to a position when, like you said, Ill was a bit ahead. No one really there to take a touch, but does it matter when you can come right back down? And it's just pinched in vast play. Actually, a beautiful pass down to Ill. They didn't have to worry too much about the bounce. If there was a high bounce, to be a different story, but we won't get to read that one, as it is now 1-1 with 3:49 left to go. Roniax gets a good kickoff here. I don't think it's going to amount to... Logan's going to miss the ball. Lee misses the ball. Roniax left it up for a teammate, but no one was there to be found. Ill in the counterattack. Contender, who has been, I'm not, you know what, I was going to say a little quiet defensively. He has 2 saves, though, but it's Ventus going in. Pinches off of Roniek's car. Roniek comes down with it. Roniek with a demo on the way. Has an absolute freight train coming down the field. 3:20 left to go. It's going to be taken off the wall. Oh, a little bit of a miscommunication. No, wait, I'm sorry. Ventus with a bump onto Vespa. Complete difference. A beautiful play defensively. But it will be just boomed down towards the side of SP Deep Dark. That one is played much better off the wall. But Ventus might have tried to look in the middle. He won't find it. Logan's going to put up a little floater there. He's going to have a second effort, but he cannot score. It's still staying here. I mean, Levitate is putting the pressure on, but it's going to come down to really, can they score another goal? And can they stop SP Deep Dark from also scoring another goal?
Yeah, I think that's going to be a good question. As shot on the way from Vastblade, no dice there, gets saved by Ill. Again, lots of time, lots of Rocket League left. Two of these teams trying to figure each other out. Levitate Esports just trying to send this to a Game 3. Meanwhile, Esprit, they want to close this out as Logan tries to put much pressure. Can't find it. Into the corner they go. Ill tries to race back downfield. Now he's got to retreat back downfield as here comes Deep Dark trying to find a bit of daylight.
That's going to be played into the corner. Ill is going to watch it fly as Vastplay will take it into the left side. Was looking for a cross. He won't be able to do it. It's pinched between a player of both teams. It's going to be Contender who tried to take it down. Roniek puts it in the middle. Vastplay doesn't have a good touch. He might have gotten a little bit of the ball, but it gets sent right back down. Good follow-up to keep it here, though. But Ill here, the pressure out from SP Deep Dark is great. Ooh, Vastplay. If it had gone a little bit more past that guy's car from Levitate Esports, then there might have been a goal there for SP Deep Dark. We've been locked here, arms in arms at one for a good chunk of time now. It's just going to come down to who the next goal could very well be the winner. That's like a dangerous play here from Levitate. I mean, or I apologize, from SP Deep Dark. They're just kind of hovering it on their own side next to the goal. Very dangerous position, but nothing comes from it. 1:20 left. Contender, who's been the primary goal scorer, I believe he has all 3 goals that they have scored in this series. But this is going to be a decent count. I lied. It's going to be Contender who just stifles it. Now 1-on-1. Logan bumps it into the corner. It's just been who can boom the ball farther. It hasn't even come down to goals. It's just been who's going to finally take an opportunity when the ball is sent down to the other side of the field.
Yeah, you are 100% right. As we a minute left on the clock, it's a defensive stalemate at this point. Neither one has given each other so much of an inch, and I think that is what the key of this of story of this game is. Who is willing to push each other to the limit? If you give an inch, they take a mile. As we approach 30 seconds left, we could have another overtime. Contender sets it downfield. He's chasing right after it, and it dunks right in. It's Contenders with the goal, and Deep Dark takes the lead again with 30 seconds left.
I mean, you have to wonder, Logan is usually the one man back on defense. Where's everyone else? Logan is last back, but where's everybody else? I understand you're trying to get a goal. There's 30 seconds left, but having all 3 guys without rotating on one side of the pitch it doesn't, there's no calculation. It doesn't matter what you're using, a calculator. I don't care what form of calculations you're using, but it will be Logan though. Hold on, God. Take the calculations and throw them out the window as Levitate Esports, as quickly as they went down. Ventus with a beauty of a dribble, and Logan had to layup drill. Wait a minute, they take away and they giveth. So now, hold on a minute, we have Kenzo here. You know what happens when we have Kenzo here? 16 seconds left. Do we have an? Oh no!
They gotta get back downfield. Oh. Ill gets credit with that. With me, I love my overtime, but it might not happen as Ill gets the shot with 6 seconds left. And we might head to a Game 3. Look at this one more time. Ronix just out of position. Too little, too late. And now with 6 seconds left, what does SP Deep Dark have in store? Do they have one more? 5 seconds left. Here comes Contender. Pops it in the air. He needs to send it to a teammate, or will he have one more? No! They won't have it, and Levitate forces a Game 3.
Hold on now. Wait, whoa. I'm standing up now. He's standing up for this one, folks. We got a series on our hands. I thought Levitate Esports was dead in the water. when SP Deep Dark put in those goals. I mean, Contender just doing it himself. The problem is, it seems Levitate Esports is more on the same page. There's actually 3 players on offense. For Deep Dark, it's kind of just been, they're hanging about, but we're looking for Contender. Levitate Esports, they're looking for ill, it seems, but the passing has been excellent. I mean, you saw the dribbling from... shoot, I forgot his name. The one with the V.
Vastus?
Yes! No!
Fast play.
Wait, you might have been right with the first name, actually, because I know Vast... Whatever. We're going to find out here. I'll get the rest of my point out. It's Ventus. Yeah, you were right.
Ventus.
Who was just beautiful dribbling, and the passing game has been elite for the side of Levitate Esports. So, shoot, we finally have a game 3. We've truly have a series on our hands, but it don't matter what happened to get here. It matters how you finish it. It matters who is going to win game number. It's gonna be Contenders. He wants game 3. He wants to win it. He doesn't want to go home. You wouldn't go home. You go losers bracket. But it's just a beautiful foul from Roniax. And it feels like Contenders getting a lot of layup drill here. The defense to Levitate Esports does get a little spooky every now and then, ladies and gentlemen.
As he is not wrong, folks, as we do have a chance whoever wins. That is going to be a kickoff goal. That is going to be ill. He got demoed. It did not matter. And Levitate ties it up with 4:35 left. Look at this. Just straight off the kickoff goal. Vast play had to he had to go, wait a minute. All right, I got to race back downfield. But he was just a bit too slow. And as we said before, the team who scores fourth usually wins it. That's been the series. That's been the trend. That's been the story here in Rockdor Season 2. As we get ready for another kickoff. Here comes Contender. Rides the corner. Gets the bump. Sends it towards midfield. Logan's going to be there. No, it's going to be Vast play with possession. And now Vast play trying to maneuver around. But gets caught up by Logan. As Ventus now just whips on that. Here comes Ill. Sends it over to Logan. Can Ventus get back downfield? No, it's Ventus just missed completely. And now it's Contender with possession. Gets caught up by Logan. Into the corner they go. Now it's Vast play takes possession. And so much now just cutting each other's off. And I think for SP Dark, they're going to have to just stop the momentum that Levitate's bringing.
And you got to stop the bleeding somehow. You don't have to score for there to be momentum. They're well ahead right now when it comes to the pace of the game. They're controlling right now. Like we see, SP Deep Dark is able to get down the field, but they don't have the same control of the game as it was a great cross-in from Levitate Esports, but no one on the receiving end. Ventus. It's going to be a brick here from Contender. That would have been off no matter what. Sent back in towards the middle. Ill's going to take it to the right side. Roniax is going to have the read on it, but it won't get any farther than Logan. He pops it up. Ventus is going to go up mid-air. It will be Vast play who comes with the touch. However, it's popped up here. This might hit the ceiling. It does not. It does not get the chance. Staying here for only a little bit more time. Ventus with a great read off of the ball. Logan with another read. He's going to just boom it straight up. Ill is going to send it towards goal. Now it's going to be a 1-on-2 effort here. Does Ventus have it in him? Roniax did not get the touch that he wanted, but does he have the pass that he wanted? It is, but Ventus with a great defensive stop there. It's going to now Logan in the counterattack. Won't get any farther. Now it seems SP Deep Dark has a bit of pressure here, but can they ride the wave of momentum into a goal? Well, only time will tell. Vasmus plays it off the wall. It's a great pass. It's Contender. It's going to be on the goal line. Vasmus can't find it. Ill is going to try and clear it, and it will get out. Logan finally is able to get it past the box, but it's popped up in midair. Another aerial. It just does not go the way of Soulless Path. And it's going to be Ventus again. I mean, it's a brick wall out of Levitate's Esports defense.
You can just see it. SP Dark taking up a lot of the pressure. If you're Deep Dark right now, this is exactly what you want to do. You want to keep Levitate Esports on the back burner. Do not give them a chance to breathe. Do not give them any room to gain an advantage. And as you can see, Deuce really likes to shine.
I guess she's going to get kicked out again from goal. It's another save to the side of Levitate Esports. You wonder if they're ever going to have to find another defensive stand, and they usually do. This has just been an all-out attack from SP Deep Dark. As this pinch, it's going to stay here still. If we had possession cam, we are not cam, but if we had possession stats, boy, oh boy, this is looking good for Deep Dark. But again, it's stud, and will be sent down Ill. We are going to watch his POV as it is going to be Logan who sends it out. But again, contender SP Deep Dark does not want overtime, and even though there's a minute 20 left, they are looking to put the pressure on. We haven't seen them rotate back for a single thing yet. They've been running on 12 boosts, and they have barely been able. They haven't even had to go play defense. Forget barely been able to. They haven't had to, as it's going to be a minute now on the clock. Vast plays just keep everything is just keep it here. Nothing is going to. There's no other words that are ringing through the ears of Soulless Path Deep Dark besides keep it here. They just want it on the side of Levitate Esports as we hit 48 seconds left to go. But SP Deep Dark, every time they try to go for gold, they're stopped in their tracks.
Yeah, they're stopped in the track right now. They're almost approaching 30 seconds left. This is where I think legends are going to be made if they can find the net.
That's Ill, who's looking for it off the ceiling now. 15 seconds left. A little bit more out of Levitate Esports. Will it be enough to get them to overtime? It's going to stay here. It's popped up really well. It's Ill who's going to try and clear. Roniix doesn't get the greatest touch. It's going to be flinged over towards the side of SP. It doesn't take the best hit off of Contender's car. This has just popped up here. It's anybody's ball. It's nobody's ball. We're going to have overtime. And, of course, Kenzo's here. That's another overtime. Didn't have this many overtimes a couple weeks ago. As Vast Play will be the first to the touch. It's going to be Ill in the corner, but he gets you could say an Ill touch. Oh, chills. It's going to be kept here. Logan pinches it into the middle. It's going to go over the goal here. Isn't we're going to touch it? Not quite. Oh, that mine's boomed here. I'm going to be honest. There's a lot of pixels on my screen right now. The names are a bit hard to read, but I can see blue and I can see orange. Big old demo. Hold on. Oh, it's not going to lead to anything. Sorry, I got a little excited for what seemed varying reasons, but Ill gets in the way. Ventus was trying to play in the corner, but that's why there's 3 people on the field. Logan goes up for the layup, won't have it, staying in the middle, put in. Good defense here from Soulless Path. I mean, it's been the defense. The offense is there, but the defense is what keeps it quiet for these past couple minutes.
Yeah, the defense has been very good for so far as we head towards the minute. This is Ventus. Ventus gets a touch shot on the way, and it's Logan who cleans it up, and it's Levitate who is moving on.
Little bit of a reverse sweep. SP Deep Dark took the first game, but goes 0-2 ever since. And it's just they weren't able to keep their... Well, they had plenty of foot on the gas there, but just unable to drive that ball into the goal. I mean, this is the beauty of a series. I mean, this is what we look for when we have these kind of tournaments. I mean, 3-game series, close every game. For you guys who... This is the pitcher's duel equivalent of Rocket League, where it's just nobody could score. It's strictly defense, but it just makes the finishes that much better when you're thinking to yourself, every time someone gets in the box, is this finally the time? And for Levitate Esports, game 3 and 2, they found it.
Yeah, and when you are talking about moments like this, where it's a defensive stalemate, it gets to a point where... It's more about a game of inches, you know, trying to figure out who's going to give up the first goal, who is pretty much going to make the first mistake. And once you make that first mistake, it's sometimes very hard to come back in moments and situations like that.
Oh, yeah, and especially when it comes to games that are this close, forget it. 1 goal, I think we said it a couple times, just the next goal will win it, whether it's overtime and it's golden goal or not. I mean... You're looking at the 1 goal in a defensive game like this. That's monumental to score in these guys. I think we had a combined score line of 2-1, 2-1, 2-1 every single game. I mean, it's consistency at the highest degree, and this was just born to be a close matchup between these 2 great esports corporations.
Yeah, and again, Soulless Path. Again, we're gonna head to the next game as. I'll say this, as Soulless Path, despite what we just saw, they are a good organization. They are a good team. So they're going to head to the losers bracket. I think if they can work some figures out, they are probably going to meet Levitate back again. And hopefully, hey, if we get that, if they get that run back, I'm just going to say watch out because SP, they're going to come with some revenge.
Yeah, that's all the more reason to try and perform in the loser bracket. And if they, when you win the first game, that's all you need for when you go to losers bracket. You don't need to worry about other games. But here we have SPK versus Shebang. SPK, the classic. Pokemon 035. Usually just goes by Poke in game. Cure and Soku, who we have seen, about as much as possible in these recent weeks. And we have, once again, Shebang. This is Heps Kid, 2LS, and Cat. Tulis, thank you. Wow, okay. Tulis, Cat, and Heps Kid.
I'm gonna say Heps just to make it easier on myself, man. So sometimes these names are very hard to pronounce, and sometimes they can be very long.
Yeah, I got jump scared by LXX Contenders last game. That one was straight out of left field. But won't have to say that name for a little bit until we get to a potential losers final for them or a grand final. Never know. I won't be saying it though, because this is I believe our last game. But this hopefully will be a good one. Shebang. Shoot.
Yeah.
I got nothing.
I got nothing.
We just be switching teams like crazy.
Yeah.
There's no loyalty these days, bro. Brand dude just disappeared. They just split with Kevin Durant.
Yeah, I was gonna say that, or maybe Kevin Durant. Not much I can really say about it, but it is what it is. New teams come, other teams go, and again, we talk about those points early on. If you don't show up, if you don't keep coming back, those points and other teams get those, you really drop down in those standings.
Yeah, and all the more reason to keep that Rents do, which I'm hearing players keep splitting apart. Not gonna getting them points back. We actually did have situations like this in last season. So just to reiterate the point, if you do split off onto another team, say you make a new team, and Ben, could you reiterate again which player left? I apologize. I lost it for a second. Heps Kid played for Rents Do. So, to my knowledge, and I believe this is correct, Rents Do will not get any points from Heps Kid's placement for the team of Shebang. So Shebang will get points. Rents Do will be stuck at the same amount of points that they were before, which is second place, by the way, and I believe tied at 24 with SPK. SPK now has the grand chance of pulling away a bit because the team has moved. Soku is Eris. Okay, wonderful. So that's good to know. I would have been quite confused. But anywho, teams be splitting, people be moving, but no problem. Oh, hold on. Shebang has Sporty FC is the king. Shout out Sporty FC. I believe it will be on after this with Deform, who we have. I'll tell you what, it has been a really long time since we saw Deform. But anyway, SPK, who we know as fantastic, but a great defensive stop from Poke, as it's going to be Poke, who's going to come down. He's going to look for the goal by himself. He can't quite find it. And it was going to be, so 80 is Cure, Eris is, 80 is the substitute. Never mind, apologies. So good thing we read that before. And Eris is Soku for those at home. But, Kenzo, I think we're going to be in for a real good one here.
Yeah, I think we are, depending on as it's going to be 80 who gets the first goal. Jump starts it, makes it a 1-0 game for SPK. Again, it's the simple things that you always see in Rocket League that just make goals just look so easy.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's coming down to angles. Just being able to direct your shot the right way. It is so simple, but it is also at the same time so very difficult. As you can trust me, I'll tell you, it's a 3-man commit for the defensive stop, and it will bear much fruit. As Sporty FC is the king, so this is this is Cat's right up there. So Tulis is Sporty FC is the king. Cat is Cat and Heps. Hey Kenzo, there you go. Good. He just ended up. He heard you and just changed it to Heps. So Kenzo put the call in. Maybe I should listen to him. As we go on the counter attack, and Poke will just dribble it. Maybe not the full length of the field. There is no I and team, but there is a me, and Poke puts him up 2-0.
2-0 SBK, showing why they are the team to look out for as they get the kickoff. Poke's gonna go for some boost. Here comes Sporty FC trying to make a play. Well, excuse me, Toolless for that matter. Sorry, his name's throwing me off just for a bit. As Poke heads around the corner, tries to get something going. Poke sends to the corner, gets caught up by Health, but that ball not gonna have anything. Toolless now with the touch, tries to fly through the air, but again cannot find the net. Captain helps on the double team attack. See what they have in store. They gotta find the net right now as Cat tries to go for the double tap, but gets denied, and Poke will just get the demo. We see what Toolless has in store. The double tap off the wall. Can he find the net? He will, and Toolless puts it in the net, and Shebang is on the board.
And just again, there is no I in team, but there is a me in there. And it's Sporty FC is the king, and Toolless. We're going to definitely shorten that one. Who just does himself. Misplays from SBK, just a little bit of an overcommit. I can't quite remember who. But the great patience out of Toolless is really what set that play up. As 80's going to get it out really quickly. It's going to be Soku. He's going to go make a good play, gets it over one. Poke wins the 50, gets it over a second, but it only goes out as far as Heps. Plays it down that left side. Eris. Oh my gosh, it's Soku. Don't worry. Lots of name changes here today. But it is Heps who will take it out not very far. 80 puts it in the middle. Will he have a pass available? No. Toolless is going to take it now. He's in the counterattack. He's going down the left side. Gets a little bit of a rough touch. He has no boost to play with. It's passed down into the middle. 80's going to take it. It's going into that right corner. Poke puts it in the middle. It's Poke still. Gosh, no one can keep the ball here for SPK. It's like it's got oil on it. It's slipping everywhere. Can't find anything. Poke is going to bump it up here. This could be a prime opportunity for Shebang. It not quite yet. Toolless is going to center it. Poke reads it well, though. He will clear out a little bit of breathing room here for SPK.
Yeah, SBK having Butterfingers on the ball, gotta maintain possession, but they have a 1-goal lead. If they can maintain this one, they're gonna take game one. There's 2 minutes left on the clock. Here comes Poke, tries to send it over to 80, but Poke is gonna try and do himself off the wall. No, sir, man, back downfield. That could have been a chance to get a goal, and now it's Cat gets the demo. 80 gets the save. Risky play coming from Shebang, but it does pay off as Poke tries to get that shot off. Gets denied. In the corner. Now it's SBK back on defense. Here comes Cat. Cat tries to get a play going. Gets denied once more. And now it's Soku. Sends over to Poke. No, sir. Man back downfield again. And that is going to go right in towards the net. It's Cat once more who ties it up. Gets his first goal of the game. And this is tied up. 1:28 left to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you've ever wondered why is SPK a little late to goals sometimes, this is very normal. This is how SPK plays. They want to score. They want to get more goals, so they don't have to play defense, because when you're up by 4, you don't have to play defense. Now, the problem that peaks its very ugly head out is when you're not up by 4, and you have to play defense. It's not SPK's strong suit, but they have been able to win games. They've been able to win series as he goes for goals. Poke unable to finish it. Wow, Toolless did come out with it. I do not think he got credit with the save. He did not, but nonetheless a great defensive effort. SPK though is going, and they are going full steam ahead. Oh, Soku trying to find that second effort, and it's going to be Toolless who gives it off to Cat. It's a great layoff there. Flies through the air. He does get it out. Cat not able to get a touch onto it. Oh, it went over 80's head, not quite, but there's nobody in the goal. It's going to put it. It's quite. Oh, it's saved by 80! It was the last man back, and he made the last save. It's 32 seconds left in the corner. 80 puts it up into the middle. Is there going to be someone there? Yeah, it's going to be SPK. How do you do?
SBK showing why they are indeed the best team around. Poke with his second goal of the game with the assist from 80, and now it's Shebang. Can they score in the next 27 seconds? Time is still very much on their side as SBK wins the off. Here comes Cat. Cat up in the air. Can't get by Soku. He's going to have to do it. Cat in the corner. Now Hepska got a retreat for the moment. 15 seconds left. Heps with a touch. Sends it over to Toolless. Get Toolless. Duck it off the wall. Can he get it? No, he misses completely. Oh, it's Heps now. Heps, can he do it? 5 seconds left. 4, 3. Time is taking off their side. Cat, can he do it? Off the wall, off the corner, can he get it? Tries to fly through the air. The double tap off the wall, can't find it! But what a shot by Toolless! We are going to overtime!
Cat, this is where SPK blunders the patient, slow plays. Their pace does not go that low. But guess who does it? Shebang. They tie it. They send it to OT. We're going to get it's going out Poke. Poke into the left side. Goes to Tulis. Tulis going to take it up himself. He doesn't get very far. There's a demo. It's going to be 80. It's the substitute. There's nothing but smoke on the screen. And it's going to fall out. Here comes Tulis. Poke meets him there. Ooh, Tulis has been getting him up. He has 6 shots this game. He has no problem launching them at the goal. It's Soku who misplays it. Oh, it might be a detrimental one if there can't be a play here. It's Epps is going into no. It's going!
Oh!
And the misplays to SPK leads to not just overtime, it leads to a game 1 loss. And Shebang will go up 1-0.
That is a heartbreaker for SPK, losing in the last seconds of overtime. First off, we have to talk about just SPK getting a goal score on him in the last one with the buzzer beater, and then Shebang coming in the overtime with that incredible goal, just a misplace off the ball of SPK. I mean, this is why we play Rocket League, folks, for moments like this.
If you guys got to look at the stat sheet like I did, SPK had a total of 12 saves that game. 12, I believe, if that was the right category. 4, 4, 4, and 4 for everybody. How many saves, you may be wondering? Let's just going to go back right now and look. Did Shebang have? 1. The offensive pressure that just continued to build up from Shebang obviously worked out. And it got them a 1-0 lead. But SPK, who, the defense isn't their calling card, played about almost as much as they could have. 23 seconds of good defense, but 1 second and the shot goes in. That's why you got to play for 24 seconds. But goodness me, I mean, what an effort out of Shebang. It's going to be, though, game 2. There is always going to be a chance in these best-of-3 series. It will be so cool off the wall. Had the rough touch. He can have very, very slow starts. It was the man Tulis who got them into the position, them being Shebang, to win this one. But it falls out to Soku. Not going to quite get far. It's like SBK is trying to put the offense out there. I mean, Cure, who was a massive goal scorer for SBK, not in attendance. That is where the 80 sub does come in. And you have to wonder how different the team is playing now because of that lineup change.
I think it does affect them a little bit. SBK, if I was them, I would start working on the defensive side of the wall as Habs just outmaneuver everybody, gets the demo, sets it up for catch, shot on the way, and it will go right in, and Shebang goes right back to what they were doing. They take an early 1-0 lead.
This is what it looks like when everybody is on the same page. This is when it's 12 tires down and everyone, whether you're on offense or defense, is communicating well. I think the communication out of Shebang has been a lot better. I'm seeing a lot of one-and-done efforts out of SPK. They come down the field, they boom it at the goal. Could still be a very, mechanically played ball, but it just ends up nothing. If they don't score, there's no second efforts, there's no third efforts. But when I see Shebang and them forcing so many saves out of SPK, it makes me think, well, they have so much more pressure, it's bound to lead to goals. And proving why there, Cat just came in with a beautiful redirect after the demo and found the first goal of the game. You have to wonder, will SPK be able to kind of not control themselves? I'm trying to find the word, try to almost commit themselves to one game plan. We can only find out with the rest of this game.
Yeah, I think you said it best. It's a lot of one-and-done goals for SBK. It's put the ball up, no man there, okay, retreat. I think you just can't get one-and-dones that easily. You're going to have to rely on the teamwork strategy. And if you take a look at Shebang, here comes Shebang. Speaking of them, shot on the way. No, gets denied again. As I was saying, SBK, they're going to have to do that second man effort. Again, if the first man misses, that second man has to follow through. And I think we need to see more of that from SBK, because if you look at, like I say, look at Shebang, it's about the teamwork on display. They can get goals in because of plays like that.
And the way Shebang plays, they go from fast to slow. This is how you want to play games when it comes to transition, at least, is you start out fast, get it down the field, no problem with that at all. But when you start playing too fast near the goal, that's where those long deflections come out. Or saves, or it doesn't even matter. And that's when the counterattack starts. It doesn't start because you missed. It starts depending on how you miss. And this is exactly what I'm talking about, Eps. Off of the goalpost, or the crossbar, just absolute belter there. But it's the long outlets, these long passes that aren't just going towards the goal, they're going towards a player. And this is what is putting Shebang on that next level. I believe we lost Kenneth.
Yeah, it's stuff.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, again, let's before I got cut off. Again, it's Shebang who just keep doing this. The passes that just set up for goals. It's back and forth like this that has put Shebang in the position that they are.
Yeah, I mean, and if they can get past SBK, this easily. I mean, the first game was anything but easy. This second game this looks easy. I know SBK has had the ball for a decent chunk. His Poke is going to try and go for a little bit of, he puts his Tukis on the rock, but not really able to do anything with it. And it's just, Shebang has had control over this whole game. They have not looked any bit out of place. They've won every facet of this game. The defensive end, they're winning. The goals, they're winning. The possession, they're winning. The passes, they're winning. The bumps, they're winning. The demos, they're winning. Every single aspect of this game is leaning towards Shebang. And I mean, oh my goodness, great. Oh my goodness, Tulis gets past 2. Give him one more. It's gonna blow. Tulis all by himself.
Oh my God.
One hand, one. Count it again. Oh, when you get the whole thing at 80 with a nice little, and here you go, push. Oh my goodness. Hey guys, if we got a top 5 goals, that needs to be in it because Tulis just put on a show.
Tulis, he's putting on like a referee's count in wrestling. 1, 2, 3. He has pretty much been the workhorse man of Shebang, and now down 3 goals. SPK, they're down 3 goals. They're gonna have to start locking, otherwise it's gonna be a 2-0 sweep for them. Can they get it? I don't know if that's a goal.
It's boomed over on this Shebang. Again, look at the possession, look at the control. It's not always trying. What they do, they don't always go for the goal. Sometimes you just have to, you don't have to shoot every single time you get the ball. You could try and make a pass, you can make an effort, you can back up your teammate. Not every single look has to be, okay, either I'm shooting it or I'm not in the play. They're all in the play, but their rotations have been so spot on that they haven't need to worry about giving up any goals. The offense from SPK, I think, has obviously suffered from Cure not being here as Shebang tried to take one for the road. I mean, they'll take it sailing smoothly into the next round. That SPK will sink down into the loser bracket. I mean, this game 1 close. I think after SPK lost that game 1, I don't want to say they quit because I never want to say they quit, but they definitely lost a lot of motivation after that game 1. It was Shebang's game to lose.
Yeah, I think Shebang really just pulled off an upset here. I gotta give credit where credit is due. I mean, there's so much you could really do for SPK, and I think you said with Cure not being here, him not being in the lineup, it pretty much affected SPK because, I mean, we didn't see a lot of the teamwork from SPK. It was a lot of one-and-done goals, just shoot the ball, retreat, shoot the ball, retreat. I think we need to see a lot more teamwork for them, and that's what. And I mean, Shebang just took advantage of everything. You saw what Tulis was doing, just maneuvering around people so much.
Yeah, I mean, that might have been one of the best dribbling displays I've seen. We've seen plenty of air plays come out in these games. I mean, all these games are won and lost in the air pretty much. But Tulis just all on the floor, no problem dribbling around everybody and just going by himself. That's one of the best goals I think I've ever seen out of a one-man show pretty much. But I mean, I didn't foresee SPK going down this way. Like, I've watched a lot of SPK these past couple weeks, watched zero Shebang, and is it possibly an upset? I'd say why not, because of what SPK is leading the points right now. I know they do have I know Shebang does have a player from Rents Due who is tied with them, but it's just the difference in missing one player, I think, really showed, because when you're playing so many days in and days out, missing that one guy can 100% change the entirety of a series.
Yeah, I think missing one person that's really critical to your offense really puts your offense at a bit of disadvantage. It puts the team at a disadvantage. But again, no disrespect to SPK. They played good in game one, but it just seems like they spent all their energy in game one and didn't have any left to take in game two.
Yeah, and I mean, Shebang just had control the whole time. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it for us. Not Nameless Esports, me and Kenzo. But we got a great series to end our run off on here. We're going to be sending it to Deform and Sport. I mean, commentary at the highest degree coming in hot. And I mean, Sporty MC is king. You heard it from them first. We're going to be going into a break.
Welcome back to the Nameless Esports Rocket Rush. This is week 4 and the winners finals. I'm Sporty FC. Joining me here is somebody that nobody here remembers. You're too old. Welcome in, Deform. It's been a couple of months. At this point, you're ancient history. You're a skeleton. I think your gravestone's right behind you there. But welcome into the winners finals, Deform, and welcome back to Rocket Rush. We all may be making fun of each other here, but we've still got some Rocket League to play and a winners finals to decide and a grand finals to decide in a few hours.
And it's between two top-tier teams. We've seen them throughout today. Shebang and Tarnished have just been so good throughout this tournament so far. Shebang, a heavy favorite throughout today. And then Tarnished has been taking on some heavy hitters as well. They've been able to come out on top. So I think this game, I mean, obviously we're in the winners finals, but at the same time, if you have not been watching until now, you're in for a treat between these two squads. And I just want to say I'm happy to be back, Sporty. I am ready to get into this action between these two squads. And we got the names on the board. They should be known. And I believe you know a little bit about them.
Yeah, I definitely know a little bit about them as well. You said it as well. This is a Shebang roster that has been a relatively new team full of players that are very well known, and yet they've been playing in a couple tournaments. They played in a couple different weekly tournaments as well. So there's a team that's done pretty well in weekly tournaments. This event is going to feel very similar to a lot of those other events as well. But unlike a lot of those events who have best of 5 upper finals, this is only a best of 3. So still, it's a close series. Still, it's a competitive series. Of course, you said on the other side, Tarnished, who have been a pretty surprising team to make this far, but considering the teams they played, it's definitely a deserved position for them. SP Deep Dark, Levitate Esports, both their last 2 matches, both of which went all the way to 3 games. So they've had their run, they've had their difficulties, but credit to Dre, Reset, and Aspect for getting the job done for now. But if you want to be where these players are, you want to make some surprises, you want to improve on your gameplay, guys. I know some of you out there are not SSL, are not making it this far into the tournament. If you want to be there, well, maybe our sponsor and trophi.ai can help you a little bit more here as well. Trusted by NRG Esports, an AI coaching tool that can elevate yourself to next level. And if you're still on the fence, use code Nameless at checkout. It's a 12% off using code Nameless. So if you're on the fence a little bit, if you don't really know if you want to use it or not, maybe that will be enough to convince you here to see if you are at the level that these teams are in. But so far, winners finals, chance to be played for. And unlike previous week events, because this event is sponsored as well by League Trolley and League Trolley Gummy Candies, the prize pool split a little bit now. Both the finalists get the prize pool. In the past, it was just the number 1 team that would get it. Now both the teams in the finals get a part of the prize pool here. So there is a lot riding on winning this thing. Not only is it, of course, a spot in the grand finals, more points to be had, but also a little bit more chance for some extra money in your wallets here, Deform. We're underway in the winners finals here as well. Shebang versus Tarnished.
Kicking things off early. There'll be some early pressure over towards this side, but nothing too crazy for now. We will be, like we said earlier, these two teams, they have a lot of firepower. They like to play aggressive, get up in your face. That's a great shot there. He's able to find the first goal already. Striking quick aggression pays off in Shebang. Starting off with the bang already.
Yeah, there's so many weapons on this Shebang team. Any one of these players can be scary. Any one of these players can find the net. And I've been talking with Thule, by the way, who's decided to name himself after me this tournament, a little bit before this game. And he's talked a lot of, well, first of all, he talked about how excited he's excited to play in this tournament, but also he's been talking about how his team is the top team here. He's been very confident and very adamant about how confident this team is. So they're looking to keep things going. A tough save there from Cats. He'll keep things away, but there's a lot of confidence here on this Shebang roster. Now, last series maybe wasn't exactly the best showing they would have wanted. It was a little bit closer than they would have expected out of themselves. I think it's a little closer than I would have expected from them, but This roster coming into this event, very confident, maybe a little overconfident, trying to put that confidence to work, but that's a great bump and a miss net there. That should have been a goal for Dre, wide open. It doesn't get much easier than that. This will go in low, tied at 1.
All tied up here, 1-1. Tarnish are able to find a response, and it's 4 minutes still left to go. So they have a lot of time. We saw Shebang in that last series. They had to rely on a lot of last-second heroics in order to get things done and to send it to an overtime and then to go and get that win against SPK. This time around, they want to do it in regulation, but Tarnish is not going to let them go that easily. Off of this kickoff is still going to be controlled by Cat over towards this side, and it is aggression from the side of Tarnished. Won't have anybody back for now. Will be a great bump there. Dre's going to put it off the wall. Will be grabbed out, and that's going to be a goal. Sporty FC the King able to find a goal from Shebang once more, so they respond already 20 seconds in.
I feel so bad for your deform coming into this thing, your first time in a couple of months, and already you got to get used to players with weird names. That is Thule, by the way, for all of you who are watching. That's decided again to take that silly team name, or Tools, as some people I know have called them in the past as well. I actually had to ask him earlier today, like, which name he preferred. He said he doesn't care, so either name works. Well, for now, Tools, the Thule looking to make an impact there, and he's definitely one of those players that can be an impact type player, someone who can, you know, pop up in moments, can really step up at times as well. He's such a fun player to watch, because it doesn't, because, you know, he's usually a relatively slow-moving player. Sometimes you see him kind of sit there, kind of take his time, but he's got boost when he's got boom. He can open up the field so easily here. Demo from Aspect. We'll look to leave things for Dre. That shot's just wide. A couple of really close chances this game. Tarnished definitely attacking that net from Shebang, but there's nobody home. Off the back wall and out. Dre will be there in time.
Tools able to grab some control. Will just put it back right over to Aspect. Tries to pass it over. Will be off that back wall. Collected easily by the side of Shebang. Will be reset over towards this side. Nothing too aggressive quite yet. Reset goes up, toss it up towards the center, and it will be Tools able to collect. Goes for the flip reset. Will get that touch. It's going to go over to Heps, but Aspect is there to clean it up. So nothing quite yet. 2 minutes and 32 seconds left to go. So right at that halfway mark, and Shebang still up 1 goal and still pressing their advantage.
Yeah, they are absolutely pressing the advantage. And the advantage that Shebang have right now is just individual talent. One-on-one, this team's going to be a whole lot tougher to handle if you are Tarnished. So really, if you're Tarnished, you cannot let this game become a one-on-one game. You cannot let this be a game of open space. That's something that Shebang and really any high-level team will be more than happy to take. So when it comes down to it, if you're Tarnished, you got to do a better job at closing down these lanes. You're seeing how often they're getting room to break through the midfield. Whatever Tarnished does, they've got to make sure that they give as little space as possible to Shebang, because players of this caliber are going to score from space.
He tossed out there over towards the orange side of the pitch. Sporty Tools looking to dribble it towards the center. Nothing to come of it. A great touch there in order to pass it back. Will go towards the center, but now it's going to be a counterattack off that back wall. Tools will be able to get a touch, and now it's going to go out back towards that blue side, just wide. Aspect should be able to collect this easily for the side of Tarnish. Goes for the air dribble towards the center, able to get it over 1. Will be reset here and looking to get another touch, and right back at it. They're going to be looking for these goals. 2 players have to commit if you are the side of Shebang. Will not be able to find anything yet, though, if you are Tarnished. Tools able to kill that threat. Put it back out towards the center. You reset here. A minute left. You're down a goal if you are Tarnished. You found some attacking chances, but nothing scary recently, and now it's going to be right towards that goal. You have to make a stop, and it will go off the crossbar, off the post. Cat goes in, and off the crossbar it goes in. Cat finds the goal to make it a 2-goal lead here with 58 seconds to play.
And for most of this game, we've definitely seen Tarnished play with fire, going up as aggressively as they have on offense. They have 8 shots this game, and I can tell you a lot of those have been from overcommit offenses, from heavy commit offenses where they're sending more than just 1 player upfield. They're sending 2 or 3 players on every attack, so they're leaving that back line extremely vulnerable if Shebang can break through quickly. And now, Tarnished have to go for this offense. They're running low on time.
That's up the sidewall. Off the ceiling, goes for the reset, almost over 1, will be blocked out. Goes for the air dribble here. Aspect trying to control it, needs to find some aggression. 30 seconds, you need to find another goal. You need to find 2. Will be a demo for the side of Shebang, so that's going to kill all of that aggression. Cat looking for more, wants to make it 1 more before the play is over, before this game goes down. But will be Cleared back out towards the orange side. Passed up. This has been great play here from the side of Shebang, and they're looking for more down towards that center. Easily collected, but 12 seconds left. It's looking like this is a done and dusted game here, Sporty.
Yeah, it absolutely does look like a done and dusted game. You said it as well. And Thule still in the middle of things for all the right reasons this game. 1 goal, 1 assist, 3 saves. This team right now for Shebang is centered on Thule. And I mentioned Thule's the kind of guy who has those pop-up moments. He is so consistent, and yet what makes him a scary player is the fact that out of nowhere, he can find a new level. Well, he hasn't really had to tap into those reserves just yet here. This has been a strong game, and again, we haven't really seen the best of Shebang so far. That's how good they are compared to everyone else. I don't think this is what the best of Shebang. I know that they have more in them.
That is a scary thought there, Sporty. They're playing this well. They're 3-1 on that game 1, and you're saying it's not the best gameplay that they can have. And I believe it, because the team plays that they were able to make happen in that game, all of that aggression, it was just so much pressure over to the side of Tarnished that you can't stop them all. It was constantly just pass after pass off the back wall. And the side of Tarnished, I feel like you were on the back foot most of that game. The demos were coming in from the side of Shebang. Tarnished need to find some way in order to put their foot on the gas in order to turn things around in game 2.
One of the things that really benefited Tarnished this game was the confidence that this team had. I like that confidence. I like that they were not afraid to play aggressive. I think against teams like Thule, Hepskid, and Cat, it's so easy to sit back and to just kind of let them play offense against you. Wait for them to make a mistake. I like this confidence. I like that when, we're seeing Tarnished have room to work, they're actually trying to do something. They're willing to send players upfield. They're willing to take chances. Of course, the risk, though, is if they push up as high as they are, speed is going to become a real problem for them here. The Shebang team is far faster than them, and while Shebang hasn't really utilized that against Tarnished as well as they could, if they start to realize that they are just the faster team, if they can outpace Tarnished to Tarnish more of these challenges, this could become a real ugly performance. So for Tarnished, I like that confidence, but they've got to be careful that it doesn't turn against them.
Early, 15 seconds in, nothing crazy quite yet. Heps controls it over towards that corner, able to get it past 1, will be going, but Aspect is able to block that out. Passed back towards the center, back over to the side of Tarnished. Try to put it off the back wall. Tools is able to clear it out with ease, but that will just be some boom ball to start things off here. Nobody with aggression yet, just waiting to see if anyone will misposition slightly in order for them to get an attack.
The circle in the clear and a demo as well. A couple demos through the field. It is a net for Reset. It's in the goal. Couple demos for Aspect, a goal for Reset, and a lead that Tarnished have wholeheartedly deserved from that.
All the work done by Aspect there in order to get both of those demos just allows an easy goal to fly in. That's what I'm talking about from Tarnished. That's that aggression that you need to put your foot on the gas in this game, and they are looking to answer back in game 2. They're already up 1-0, but the side of Shebang last game always had a response. We'll see if that's the same this time around.
Will be Thule, and there's the pop-off. I've been talking about it all series that it doesn't take much for this guy to find a different gear. That's what Thule is so feared for, because it doesn't take much for him to just take the ball and do it himself. Tied game at 1.
Kickoff coming through, back to 1-1, like you said. Will be trying to make it 2 if you are the side of Tarnished. Can't quite get that one to go through. Easy save from Cat. Will be Tools able to go past 1. Passes it down to Cat. Looks to go off, and that's going to be Thule right into the net, but will be blocked out. 2 players have to commit if you are the side of Tarnished. Heps trying to control it down. Will go down to Cats, and Cat finds another goal. So it might have been Tarnished who struck first, but Shebang have had the answer here in the last minute of this game, and those team plays are nothing to stifle at. They have just been phenomenal here at the passing game.
Yeah, and that's the scariness about Shebang, that again, that last game wasn't their best. Didn't look like their most collected game. This is a lot more like what I would expect from Shebang. It's of course not over. They're not going to be happy with a 1-goal lead. They're going to look for more, and Thule might have that answer. Flip Reset here. Oh, it's well placed as well. Reset is not going to be able to get to that so easily. Will be Hebs in for Cat. He was looking to get the fake instead. Played all the way back for Cat to handle, and well, in fact, he'll leave it for Thule. Dre of Take Charge University will be cleared away by Hepskid now. It's Aspect to the back wall. That's going to be wide of the net. Dre unable to read it there. They might need to hit up the books a little bit more. His angles were not fully calculated. Shebang get away with that one and will now look to break out.
Pass towards the center, over to Cat, back towards the goal aspect there to collect. Off the back wall, will be Thule up early, looking to get that contest. A demo comes through. Tarnished will be able to find one. Now going to be pushing it towards this net, and that one might go in, but no, blocked out by the side of Shebang. They keep it a 1-goal advantage. Aspect still looking for more. Into the corner will be Cat, able to get it past 2. It's all on to reset. The back line will be able to find a bump and get a touch as well. Great from reset there in order to make a scary situation a bit less. Dre tries to take it up the wall, will get stopped out. This has been just some 50s back and forth from both sides, trying to get some control here. Thule goes up early, but we'll have one there in order to collect. Heps, great job at just playing, or just rotating towards that backside. Aspect goes up. We'll be able to get the bumps. You still got to get it past Thule. Thule will not be able to find the touch, and reset can't find the goal, but might go if Dre can. Pass back and forth, and now it's back to Aspect towards this backside, back to the blue half, and they have had some good looks here for Tarnish, but nothing to show for it.
Oh, they did. That was really scary for Tarnis because they had all 3 players upfield going for that goal. So the fact that it went back could have been dangerous. That's even more dangerous. Hepskid reads it beautifully. And Cat's going to get this one out. Not very far, though. Thule will just send it to danger. Safety first. Aspect now. Straight to Hepskid. Now Thule. Back wall will be an easy one for Aspect to read. Hepskid again. Dre, double commit for Tarnished. They'll hold the ball, though. And they'll hold their keys to success at this point. But Thule looking to swipe it away. It's up for Aspect. Cat keeps it for Hepskid. Cat's looked a bit awkward in a couple of these last few plays. It feels like he's just a little bit slower than everyone else. Feels like he's just a little bit behind on some of these challenges. At this point for Tarnished, Cat's not going to be as much a factor for them. They just got to find a play in front. That's off the post and wide. I think it hit a Shebang defender before anything else, but that was the closest Tarnished have been so far.
Aspect towards the center, able to get it over one. Heps is able to make contact, though. Nothing to show for it. Ball will be free in the center. Cat's able to get that block down. Goes over towards the side of Aspect, trying to get it past him. Will be a great job by Aspect to get it past one. Heps goes up toward the corner, able to find a touch. Nothing too aggressive quite yet. Just a back and forth, trying to vie for control here if you are both sides. Thule puts it down, will be a shot towards net. Easily saved there by Heps. Heps takes it up tall, off the back wall, looking for the double tap. Won't be able to find it. Reset gets in the way, and Thule will be here to collect. Looking for more. 30 seconds. All they have to do is stall if you are the side of Shebang. Tarnished, you are the ones who need the goal here. You need one in these 24 seconds, but is on your half all of this time. Thule takes it back towards the goal. Aspect able to block it out. 15 seconds left. You gotta go here if you are Tarnished. You gotta find something, but Cat looking to drop it down. Oh, will be saved out now. That's going to be empty towards that side. Heps is there. Oh, and he blocks it out. 5 seconds. You gotta find one if you're Tarnished.
Well, their whole upper bracket life depends on it. It's Cats who will send it to the floor. And it is Shebang with another 2-0 sweep. Today has been nearly perfect for them. And they're off to the grand finals as a result. And you must say, coming out of this series D form, that it wasn't earned from Shebang.
It was very earned from Shebang. That's what you said, right?
Oh yeah, you can't say it wasn't earned.
Yeah, they are phenomenal in this series. They just had so much team play there between Heps and Thule. They were just, one of them was always on that backside. You saw in game 1, Thule was able to get 3 saves and a goal, and then in that game 2, Heps was the one always being that backline for them, always making sure that they kept their net safe. Shebang just had all of the answers, and it was just that constant aggression. They're able to answer from anywhere on the pitch and find goals, where the side of Tarnished, it felt like they really had to set up that play towards that other side, and they just weren't able to find anything there. Shebang just looking dominant going into that grand finals later.
Yeah, it is. They looked absolutely incredible, and you said it right now. It feels like it is the sort of dominance that a team of the caliber of Shebang is expected to have. A little update for you, by the way. SPK is out of the tournament in the losers quarterfinals, so they're out. They will not be in the top 3 of this event. In fact, they're not even going to be in the top 4. It is Andrakaskor and Kintrix playing in the lower semi-finals. So the winner of that will get to play against Tarnished for the chance of a spot in the grand finals. And of course, a little bit of prize money, more points. Everything playing up to, to the championship a few weeks from now. So everybody's still playing. We're midway through the season. There's still a lot to earn. There's still a lot to grab. But you have to say for now, the question comes down to who can manage Shebang. SPK did a pretty good job, but even they couldn't handle Shebang. The question is, who's that answer for Shebang? Because right now, nobody is.
And we saw SPK had some grudge match games. They were able to get it to those overtimes. I do want to talk about Kintrix though. Kintrix they were the only one in this tournament, in this bracket, to win a game on Shebang, and they will be playing in that loser semis right now. So that might be a dark horse team here in this bracket play that you have to watch out for if they're able to beat Dracus Core in order to go on into that losers finals, I should say. That's what I'm looking for. And Dracus Corp is another one that we didn't really have on the radar, I'll say, early in the day. And they've just been doing such a good job in this lower bracket. They were able to win their way out. So we've got some dark horses here. I feel like we got a lot of good things to show between these two teams, and I'm excited to see who makes it out of that lower side.
Yeah, it will be. It'll be fun to see who makes it out of loser semifinals. Well, for us, we're going to wait a little bit while we do. When we come back, it will be the losers finals. 2 teams, the battle for a spot in the grand finals. We'll see you very soon. Welcome back to the Nameless Esports Rocket Rush. We're in the losers finals here. Win and be in the grand finals and get a part of that $100 prize pool. Lose and your season is done. Deform, you talked about this team. They're back. It's Kintrix to take on Tarnish for a spot in the grand finals. Kintrix, the only team who's been able to take a game off Shebang this tournament. The only team on the outside looking in, give them some troubles. What's their chances here to beat Tarnished?
I think they have to have a good chance. I mean, they were able to take that Shebang team to a Game 3, the only team in the tournament to do so, like you said. So Tarnished, they had a hard time keeping up with the speed of Shebang throughout that last series. And if Kintrix can play that fast, if they can play that style of gameplay, Tarnished might find that same type of problem. But Tarnished, in that last game, they were able to find success using a lot of demos in order to find that pressure, in order to find open spaces, and that's where they got their goals most of the time, was off of a demo from Aspect, from Reset. But so this time around, I mean, that can't be your only source of goals. You need to find some team play. I'm curious to see if Tarnished can go with that level of speed and keep up, but maybe it was one of those where throughout the beginning of this tournament you haven't had to play that fast, and then all of a sudden it is that fast and you just have to adjust on the fly, and they weren't able to do it. But this time around they might be ready.
Well, Kintrix are roster with Miss Saint, Dr. Brown, and X-Tide. They're on the blue for this match. It will be Tarnished on the orange, and one more best of 3 to determine who will be in the grand finals and who will be going home a little earlier than maybe they would have wanted. Prize pool up for the grabs, by the way. In the past, we'd be talking about this match maybe in less importance, but it's important here. Not only is there points on the line, obviously that is huge, but money's on the line as well. You get a part of the prize pool if just making second place, so it's huge to get off to a good start, and already we're seeing that from Kintrix. Pass down from Miss Saints. Goal for Dr. Brown, and Kintrix on the board.
An early goal here, not what you want to see if you are Tarnished. Last time around, you weren't able to find many goals in these games, so you would think they'd want this to keep this a low-scoring affair. Already, Kintrix up 1-0. Dre off the back wall, will be touched out. Nothing to be shown quite yet. Will be back down towards this blue side goal. Pushed over. Aspect able to make it back towards his side, just trying to clear it out. Dre looking to collect, should have some room here. We'll see what he elects to do with this. Just passes it over to Aspect, over towards that sidewall, pushing it down the field. Will be off of that back wall, easily collected by Dr. Brown. And things have calmed down here. You scored a goal in the first 20 seconds. That's almost a shot on goal, just a bit high there. Now another one going to be coming in, and that will be a goal. Aspect able to score an answer here. 1-1. 4:08 left to play, so we might be in for a high-scoring affair.
I hope we all have been watching Dre's POV during that replay, because he was the one who set the play up initially, and he's the one who follows through with the demo in behind, so Dre making things happen, and that's often what Dre likes to do. He likes to do the stuff that maybe doesn't get noticed. He does a lot of the dirty work to allow these goals to happen, and yet, it's the kind of stuff that is so thankless. You don't thank those kind of players, because they're not the goal scorers, they're not the assist makers, they're the players who kind of just go in and get the 50-50s, win the challenges, play the tough game in the midfield, set up plays initially, set up offense initially. So a lot of what Dre's going to do is going to be very thankless here, but demos, bumps, maybe some passing, some midfield challenges. That's all what Dre is going to do here, and it's all going to allow this team in Tarnish to be able to push up, feel more comfortable, and be more successful as a result.
Great clear for the side of Kintrix. Will be cleared right back. Boom ball back and forth. X-Tide looking to take it over towards that corner. Tosses it out. Reset should be there first, and he'll get it past one. So now going to be a 2v3 momentarily towards this backside. A demo from Dr. Brown in order to find some space towards the sidewall. We'll be looking off to find any type of pass. We'll just have to 50 it out. We'll leave it or missed it if you are the side of Kintrix. But X-Tide there to save you for now. Nothing to show for it if you are Tarnished. Other than some pressure, you will be pushing towards this side, and right just like that, a counterattack looming for this side. X-Tide leaves it once again, so the side of Kintrix have been playing this mind game where you just leave the ball around, so you have to know, do I go or don't I if you are the side of Tarnished.
Yeah, the problem though is the mind games are great and all for Kintrix, but at some point you got to be a little more direct on what you're doing here. You've got to start taking shots. They've only had 2 this game. And that means it's just all too easy for Tarnished right now defensively. They don't really need to do much, because all they can do is kind of wait, win a 50-50, and all the mind games, all the positioning from Kintrix just gets thrown out. So Kintrix needs to be a little more direct. They need to be a little bit more obvious in what they're trying to do here, because right now what they're doing is great in terms of misdirection, but it's not really making anything happen. You're not getting shots, you're not getting pressure because of it, and that means you're not getting goals as a result.
A lot of pressure from Tarnished for these last 30 seconds towards this goal. Nope, will not be able to find one, but nonetheless, still in the minds of the side of Kintrix. Will be pushed back over towards that blue side. Dr. Brown looking to collect, will be 50'd out. X-Tide not able to find that touch, but it goes into the wall, and Reject will be able to just toss it up into the air. Aspect will be there first for the touch. A little bit of a dribble back towards the center. Goes up for it. Is Dre able to find the touch over to Reject? He'll toss it towards the sidewall. Back and forth we go. Reject should be able to toss it up into the air. Reset trying to find something in order to get back in the way. Will go up towards the side. Aspect, a great job to get back in time. Drake finds a touch out, and now that attempt is stifled.
Aspect now, he's got options in midfield. He's going to go for the bump as well. No one's there. Oh, it was so well made by Aspect. So good, in fact, his teammates weren't ready for it, and it will be offense missed here for Tarnished. X-Side the other way. Stopped short by Aspect. Kintrix is waiting, but it will be Asterisk to continue. Dr. Brown, Dre, loops it towards the net. That's going to fall in! There's nobody home for Kintrix, and Tarnished with a goal that they maybe weren't expecting, but they'll be more than happy to take.
Kintrix just not respecting what Tarnished can do from that side. Dre able to find a great angle there off the ceiling in order to drop it in, a drop in the bucket, and now 1:10 left, and you are down a goal if you are Kintrix. Tarnished exactly where they want to be. You just got to hold on for 1:05 more seconds. Will be Dre pushing it back towards that blue side, looking for more off the corner. Who will be there first? Will be Kintrix able to find a touch in order to clear it out. We'll be back over, so 54 seconds here left to play, and Dre is just looking to boom it out, make sure you stall out some time here, and Tarnished, you might just be able to do it 45 seconds, but it can change in an instant. Kintrix, what can you find? You talked about they need to be more direct, and now will be a shot on goal. Dr. Brown has to dive in front in order to make the save, and Dre still looking to put some pressure on. Reject will toss it back out over towards the side. X-Tide drops it down to Dr. Dre, will be 50'd out, so this has just been scary for the side of Kintrix, but it's on the wrong side of the field here. You need to get over towards that orange half.
Did it as well. Here goes my Saints. Has Dr. Brown to support, and they've got to hit the net here very, very soon. It's going to be cleared back. X-Tide in. Aspect the other way. Offense maybe, but there's time ticking away. Still cleared out. Still up the corner. Still searching is Dr. Brown as Aspect sends it down the field. That should do it as long as it can hit the ground. Still kept up here, though. It's very valiant here from Kintrix. They're going to have to keep this ball up for a little longer as it's reset. Oh, Missane didn't catch it how he wanted to. And Tarnished, on their revenge tour, are 1 win away from returning to an old friend of theirs, the team that knocked him to the lower bracket to begin with.
And this is why I can't use the transitive property, Sporty. I talked about how Kintrix was the only one able to take a game on Shebang, but it doesn't look like it's converting to this game. Tarnished looked like the aggressors in this one. They have woken up here in this losers finals, and they were on that other half for the majority of the game. The time of possession had to be high for the side of Tarnished, and it looked great there. They looked like they were trying to take their opportunities and run with them. So Tarnished looking like a different animal here in the losers finals.
You said it as well. Tarnished looking like a different team, but really a lot of this game also come down to Kintrix and what they need to change at this point. Simply put, their offense was too tame. They kept, as you said, trying to fake each other out, trying to psych out Tarnished, and by the time that they were going for these plays, it just took too long. Tarnished had time to recover, had time to regroup, had time to go for these challenges, and essentially wasn't really that scared of Kintrix, because Kintrix, they knew, wasn't going to take the shot at the end of this game. So again, I said it before, I'll say it again, Kintrix needs to take more shots. They need to be more willing to just throw the ball on net and see if it can work. I think they're going through too many hoops and hurdles to get these shots. Just throw it on the net. Sometimes it works. Sometimes you're successful. Whatever it is, you need more than just 3 shots to win a game.
We saw Tarnish do that with that goal off the ceiling. I mean, you just throw it towards the net, and sometimes they just aren't ready for it. But game 2 going to be underway. Kintrix back against the walls. Tarnish looking to fight their way into that finals in order to take on Shebang once more. Will be Dre controlling it for now, pushing it back towards that blue side. Will be a little bit low on boost, 50'd out by Xtide, and now a shot going to be on net, but Aspect will not be able to make that goal, instead blocked out, and Xtide should be able to control it towards the center.
It will be here. He's got it by one player on that play. Now Dr. Brown, and already Kintrix trying to be a little more threatening than they were last game. Missed challenge there from Dr. Brown, and some great looking passing! Oh, it's beautiful passing! What on earth can you do if you're Kintrix except watch and applaud? Resets, fake under one, gets by the other, and it's passed right back to a 1-2-1 and 1-0 up.
Xtide just lost in the sauce there on the back line. That was a great passing play in order to fake him out, in order to get that into the net. But it will be a good kickoff here if you are the side of Tarnish looking for more. But Xtide will be able to get the touch. Dre not going to be quite fast enough, so it will go back over towards Tarnished half. And Kintrix are looking to capitalize. Just have to get it past one. Dre, great job in order to clear it out. Reset not are able to find a touch against Xtide's shot towards the net. So you will have a little bit of control here if you are the side of Kintrix, but can you find the back of the net? You will have to go. Xtide going to put it on net, and nobody is there. The side of Kintrix answer here. With 3 minutes and 54 seconds to play, they make it 1-1, but we've seen this song and dance before, Sporty. It was 1-1 in the last game, and then it was all Tarnished after that.
Yeah, you said it as well. Big miss off the back wall, too, from Tarnish. Not the game you want to be doing it, not the position we want to be doing it, where you work so hard to get that first goal. Well, they're going to have to find a way to rebound, and well, they've got more than enough time to do it. They've got a game advantage as well. They can lose this game and still take this series. It's Kintrix who has to be the team to force the issue, and right now, well, the issue has been enforced by Tarnished. My goodness, absolutely taken out. I mean, if you didn't know this was Rocket League, you might be thinking this was MMA.
Aspect loves to do this. This is what he did in that game against Shebang, and in order to get their goals, he loves to find these bumps, these demos. He is just headhunting constantly on the pitch in order to find some space, and that time around, that was the last defender back, and no, almost goes in, reject off the post. Will not be able to find that one, but still a scary situation. Dre has to dive in order to find that block out. Will be Dre towards the sidewall, pass it over to Aspect into the corner. Should be Dr. Brown able to collect, but he's a little bit out of position, so instead Xtide has to go up. Reset, nobody able to find a good touch. Will be a shot towards net, reject, able to clear that out for now, but still the pressure looming for the side of Tarnished, trying to make it 3-1. Can you find another one? Kintrix, you need to push this back to the orange half. The longer this game goes on, the more nervous you get, because you know this is your last life.
You know it as well. One loss, and this tournament is over for Kintrix. The only team that's been able to really challenge our #1 overall team, waiting in the grand finals right now in Shebang. Well, at this point, they're half the game gone. They're half the game to go to prove that they can stay in this thing for a little bit longer. Dre will keep it up. Tarnished will stay on the offensive. They don't need to press the issue anymore. They're up by 1, albeit this is not a 1-goal lead that they at all look comfortable holding. Will be off the back wall. Miss Saint with that touch will be reset now. And Dr. Brown jumping in, but it's Aspect to Dre, to offense, to more time off the clock for Kintrix. These seconds are ticking by very quickly for them here, and if they can't keep the ball upfield, they're not going to find a way back. Now it's 3-1. Kintrix out of position, and Tarnished, it just looks all too easy for them.
The shot placement from Aspect here is just superb. He's able to put it towards that right corner of the net. There was 2 players there for Kintrix, but they weren't covering that side. So Tarnished able to take a 2-goal lead, and Kintrix, you gotta be sweating now. You need to find 2 goals in 2 minutes and 5 seconds in order to stay alive. Can you find the pressure in order to do that? Well, Dre's already sending it back towards your half. Reset takes it up towards the center. Slow play. Goes to the reset. Nothing to show. We'll be able to find a demo here onto Dre. Aspect to be bumped out. Dr. Brown started to take it down. This is a scary attempt. Kintrix looking to find the goal, but Aspect plays it well, is able to make sure that won't go in, and now they'll send it back to the blue half.
It is, and and you have to imagine if there's any more goals that go in for Tarnish, that's going to end this series once and for all. A 2-goal lead, still very much not a perfect lead, but you have to imagine if they can go up by 3, there is just no chance that Kintrix can come back. And, well, Trey is looking eager to get themselves up to 3. There'll be Masaint on that first save. Aspect will follow up to the ceiling. He's got another touch on this. He'll use it against Dr. Brown and resets through! It's 4-1, and surely it's all over now.
That is the nail in the coffin. If the third goal wasn't, the fourth one surely finishes it out for Tarnished, and it has been all Tarnished in these 2 games. They have looked phenomenal, and they are preparing themselves for that grand finals. You just got a minute and 13 to close out here in order to get there, and you're already back on the attack towards this orange side. X-Tide will be able to block it out, will be able to get it past one. That might be a shot. No, will be someone there in order to collect for the side of Tarnished. Dr. Brown trying to drop it down to his teammate X-Tide. Not able to find anything, though, in 55 seconds. The time just keeps ticking, and 3 goals is just so much to score in 49 seconds.
It is so many goals and so little time to do it, and that's why I said a 3-goal lead was almost certain death for Kintrix in this tournament. Well, if that's not death, oh, that almost was. Aspect high, Dre is in. Well, if you didn't think a 3-goal lead was enough, that is easily enough. Aspect, Dre, and it's just Tarnished over and over and over again.
I think you just get nervous there if you're Kintrix. You know you need one. You're trying to play aggressive, and Tarnished just able to score once again. We'll go to this kickoff, 34 seconds, but it feels a little bit less meaningful here. Will be a good goal here for the side of Kintrix. They're able to make it a 3-goal lead, but only 29 seconds. Nonetheless, it was good between X-Tide and Reject in order to make that team play happen, get it over Dre in order to make that goal go in.
Yeah, but at this point, 29 seconds, I think Tarnished are just going through the motions here and preparing themselves for the rematch in that grand finals. Only best of 5 of the Knights, and it will be Tarnished looking to get revenge on the team that sent them to the bracket in Shebang. A Shebang team that swept them, by the way, in the upper finals. A Shebang team that's been dominant so far tonight. A Shebang team that's only dropped a singular solitary game as well. Tarnished are going to have a lot of work to do, but time will run out in this series. This lower finals really never felt too competitive. Tarnished prove without a shadow of a doubt they are going to be in the top 2.
Yeah, and they are playing like they are a top 2 team here. They were just taking it to Kintrix. Absolutely no mercy from the side of Tarnished, and that's what you want to see as you go into this grand finals. I mean, this squad, Aspect and Reset, I feel like they just do so much to clear space for this Tarnished squad. It allows them to find these opportunities, and then Dre is always on the hunt to take those shots, and it has just been a great job between these 3 players playing so cohesively that Kintrix didn't have an answer. And you talked about in the first game, they looked like they were trying to play a mirage. In this game, I don't know that they were. I think Tarnished just outplayed them in game 2.
Oh yeah, I think Tarnished proved in game 2. This wasn't an issue of Kintrix not being threatening enough. This is an issue of Tarnished playing too well for Kintrix to handle here. And that means they'll get their grand final spot against Shebang. So for Shebang, the top team here, I don't think they really cared who they were going to play against, but it will be Tarnished. And before we go to a break, before we let these teams try to join in and get things set up, of course, Shebang have this 1-game advantage, but another thing that you have to imagine may favor them here would be the familiarity of playing against Tarnished. They've already played this team once. I mean, they played both these teams, Tarnished and Kintrix, but they played Tarnished very recently. Does that familiarity benefit Shebang, or do you think it really doesn't make as much of a difference as maybe people say it does?
I think there is a little bit of benefit to it, but that is only if Shebang doesn't take their foot off the gas and don't think, oh, we swept them 2-0 in that winners finals, and so this should be a cakewalk. If they do that, that could easily allow this Tarnished team to get in. But with that familiarity, you know what Tarnished wants to do with their gameplay. So if you're locked in and you are Shebang, I think that helps you out there because you know what they like to do. They like to go for the bumps towards that front side. They like to send somebody to clear the space, and you're going to be looking for it, and it won't be such a surprise. So I think Shebang, I mean, we said they were kind of favorites coming into this, and they are still looking that way. And I think Tarnished, it's going to be a tall task ahead of you. Nonetheless, it can always get crazy. It can always get mixy. It's Rocket League.
It absolutely is, and this is Nameless Esports, and this is the Grand Finals. Shebang vs. Tarnished. 1 series to go. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, your Grand Finals. This is Welcome back to Nameless Esports Rocket Rush. The Grand Finals is only moments away. But before we go into that, let's take a look at how things have been inspired. Our bracket this evening, D-Farm. Our top 2 teams are decided. It's Tarnished and it is Shebang. I don't think we're too surprised to see who's made it to this Grand Finals. I mean, credit where it's done. We knew it was going to be a battle to be that second best team in this tournament, to see who would make it to play against Shebang. I don't think anyone's surprised. Shebang made it. Tarnished, though, maybe a little bit more surprising than others, but ultimately it was going to be a battle between who would be there with them. And credit to Tarnished. They've earned that spot. Now they need to make good use of it. Last time these 2 teams played each other, Tarnished couldn't get their feet rolling, couldn't get their wheels going. Against Shebang here, they're going to need to start quickly, or else it could be over in just as much time.
Shebang have been dominant. Tarnished, though, looked unstoppable in that losers finals. They're looking to rewrite the script, to change the story here in this Grand Finals. And tell me, Sporty, what do you think Tarnished need to do differently in order to make it a different result here in this best of 5?
Well, they just can't let Shebang play one-on-one. They can't let Shebang run into open space. This is a team that is so talented on their own that if you give them space, they're successful. The main of it is, for tonight at least, I don't think this Shebang team is nearly as rotationally sound as they are normally. So if you can cut down space, cut down options, you're going to find success in here starting in Game 2. Reminder, it's a Game 1 advantage for Shebang. They get Game 1 by default. So starting in Game 2, already a goal for Tarnished. While this may not be indicative of things that the future of this game, it is a really strong start for them.
It surely helps if you are Tarnished. You are so ecstatic to see that go through with only 8 seconds off the clock, and you are already looking to play aggressive once more. Will be Aspect able to put it towards the center, but that might just be an open goal. Nobody's back, and a great shot from Cat. Answers already, and it was only about 9 seconds after that goal went in from Tarnished. Shebang are able to find an answer, and this is what happened in the last series. Every time Tarnished found a goal, Shebang were able to respond.
It as well. Easy response and really played right into Cat. I mean, credit to him. He's recognizing what the passing option is there, but still too easy for Cat. And, well, these teams have had their open nets. Hopefully they can get rid of a little bit of the nerves at this point. It is not the kind of series you want to be playing nervous. You want to be playing scared, and we'll be tied even. The real question I'm going to have coming into the series is going to be Shebang. Well, for Shebang, it's going to be Thule. Can Thule once again have the same level of performance he's had so far? He has definitely been the scariest player on that team. And for Tarnished, can they stop Thule? Because if they can stop Thule, they stop a huge chunk of the offense for Shebang.
Aspect collects it in the corner, tosses it out towards the center. Heps is there to find a touch. Will be 2 players that go up if you are the side of Shebang. So a bit sloppy there. Will be Dre able to take it out. And now you've got a little bit of room to run here. If you are Dre, tries to drop it down to Aspect, but Heps is able to find a touch, tosses it towards the center. Cat is there, almost off the back wall, but a good touch by Reset in order to make that scary attempt a little less scary. 2 players go up for the side of Tarnished. Dre puts it back towards the center. Cat will just pass it back to Heps, and now Heps will reset it, and they are going for these team plays once again, but will not be able to find the touch there if you are Sigma TikTok watcher, who I think is
Thule.
Thule, okay.
Yeah, Thule's the one tonight has been loving to change his name around, so of course he decided he wanted to change it again for this grand finals. Oh, I think that's going to tell you everything that this team is feeling right now for Shebang. It's very casual. You have to mention with them changing the usernames like this, it's so casual for this team. It's just they haven't had a matchup yet where it's really felt like they've been under that much pressure. Even earlier against Kindrix, and even though I went to game 3, even then, I mean, you can see just how casual this team is taking it right now. They just don't feel like there's any threats here, and if you're Tarnished, not only is that just disrespectful for you, in theory, it should really put some fire in you. You have to make Shebang respect you, because really, they just don't feel threatened. They don't feel scared of you. You've got to go out and earn that respect. Shebang's not going to give it to you.
Will be touched towards the side, passed out to Cat towards the center, pops it up, and Dre's able to send it back, but Heps is there to collect. Attack off the ceiling, will just drop it down. Aspect able to collect. Cat's able to find the demo in order to buy some space. Dre looking to push it towards that side. Will be reset, able to find the demo, but it won't be enough. Heps is there in order to find the clear. Back towards that orange half. No boost if you are Aspect, so that's going to allow Cat to just clear things out. Dre trying to push forward. Will be missed if you are the Thule. Now a demo going to be coming through. That's going to be Cat back off the back wall, and it will not find anything. And now the counterattack is in. We'll be trying to push it over towards this blue half. Reset, just trying to calm things down, trying to give the side of Tarnished a breath here. Will not allow Shebang to do what they love to do and just run down to that blue half so quickly and make those team plays happen. But a good job by Tarnished to keep things even so far.
It is, and Shebang really is sort of asking the question of if Tarnished has boost, because they just keep clearing the ball downfield. They keep sending the ball to Tarnished and keep asking if they have boost, if they're being honest with their positioning. They haven't. That's one thing that Tarnished done well, that they've had great positioning, and that should have been 2-1 right there. Open net. Thule was in a completely helpless position, and you don't get many chances like that for free, Tarnished. That one should have been converted.
Killer for Tarnished there. They really wanted that one, but crossbar out is going to hurt. Will be Aspect collecting towards this backside. Heps tosses it up to Thule. Won't be able to find the touch that he wanted. Instead, it goes towards the corner and will be back in the hands of the side of Tarnished. Heps pushing it back. We'll just pass it back to Thule. We'll see who can find that misstep, who can take advantage. You got 50 seconds here left between these two squads in order to win this game. You need to find one, or it's going into overtime. Heps looking to play the 50 ball. Will be another one going in. Reset's able to get it past 2, so now you do have a bit of an advantage here. Can you press it quick enough? We'll just elect to try to solo play that towards the center, but you 50 it out. Now Heps is able to find 2 touches in order to clear things up. A demo comes through, so that's going to be reset off the board for a few seconds, but nothing to show for it. A great job by Tarnished to make sure they have their back. Dre was able to clear it out, and now we'll just boom it out if you are the side of Tarnished to make sure you can reset.
Will be off the back wall. It's tied game still. Any goal can be the one to end it. Reset. Closing in. He's a little too slow on that attempt, and it will be Cat to clear. Very quiet game so far from Thule. The guy who was a huge inspiration for his team last time that these two met. He's been quiet this game. He's been inactive this game, and he is trying to find something more this game. He'll win the kickoff, though, but it won't be much more than that. Heps good to clear. Reset to send it back, and up goes Thule. That's a very poor first touch, and it will result in offense lost. It is cleared backwards, but at this point, for Thule and for his side, they're only 1 goal away from being on match point in the grand finals. It could turn all of a sudden so quickly, depending on who scores next.
In the beginning of this game, it was 2 goals very quickly. Tarnished have been able to get past that, so those nerves should be gone. You know you can play this game where you just keep it even. But now it will be Thule trying to put it on net. Off the crossbar. Aspect was able to find the touch. Cat just trying to control it, trying to make sure this attack stays on the offensive. Cat's able to pass it, get it past 1. Aspect will dive in, though, and now Thule just trying to find anything that he can. Nothing to surmount for it, but the pressure has just been looming. Finally, you're able to get out of that if you are the side of Tarnished. Put it back on the orange half. Reset tries to 50 it out. Will beat Thule just slowly creeping this forward towards the center, playing it slow, trying to get some players from the side of Tarnished to commit. Aspect has to go up in order to clear that out, and it will just be nothing for now, but that will be Heps past 1, so he got a bit of an advantage, but just like that 50 is good from the side of Shebang.
This game has been played entirely too safe for both these teams, just not willing to commit, not willing to take too many chances. It feels like it's a waiting game right now. Both teams looking to see who will flinch first. Somebody's got to be the one to press the issue. And with the way things are going, you would favor Shebang in this position. Well, they haven't scored. They have not exactly been a team that's been at their best in terms of being able to take chances and take plays in front of them. As overtime continues, and we are still no closer to a winner decided. Cleared away by Dre. Heps to wait. He'll be left in the midfield. Reset's got this one. Not much there. Cat's in a bad position, though. That's just rolling on the goal line. Oh, it's saved away, but a scary moment there. A couple of awkward bounces, but again, Tarnish playing very carefully right now. They didn't send in their players fast enough, and look what happened. No real major threat. They got into the front of the net, but they didn't make enough of their chances.
Tarnished, pushing towards this side, able to get a big clear here over to the orange half. Will pass it over towards the sidewall. Thule able to get it past one. Dre easily collects. A game and a half has already been played with this overtime, going to 2 minutes and 46 seconds so far. Will be cleared back out. Back and forth we go. Just trying to see who doesn't have boost. That one was scary for a second, but luckily a touch was able to go through. But this attack is still not countered quite yet. Finally, you will be able to clear this out if you are the side of Tarnished. The side of Shebang pushing forward slowly, methodically, just trying to wait for you to get out of position, and that's going to be a shot towards net, and that will score. Cat is able to find the goal, and just like I was saying, just patiently waiting for you to overextend. Dre goes up, nobody's back for the net, and Cat scores in order to take this game and put them on to series point.
You're playing 7 to 8 minutes of absolutely goalless Rocket League. It's so easy to become a little bit complacent and lose focus. You saw it there from Dre and from Tarnish, just a little too high up and not back in time. It's Cat who picks their pocket both times, by the way. Both those goals on overcommits from Tarnish. So all Shebang's doing is waiting for the open net, and they take it well. So it's match point here in the grand finals where Shebang one win, and the tournament is theirs, and they will be our Week 4 champions of the Nameless Esports Rocket Rush. So one win away, and at this point now for Tarnished, you've come into another grand finals, and still your offense hasn't been good enough. Only no goals that game. There's got to be something that works well for them here, because so far nothing is working.
Tarnished, though, I will say this was their best their best game that they've played against the Shebang squad. In that first series, it felt like they were able to find one goal, but then it just felt like the floodgates were opened for the side of Shebang. They just kept scoring. It was 5-1, 4-1 in that first series. This time around, you take them to overtime. You take them to a lengthy overtime at that, and so you were able to keep up. You had them on the cusp of defeat, so you know your formula is starting to work. It's starting to get closer and closer. You just haven't been able to tip the scales to your side in order to get it done, but nevertheless, you are close. So Tarnished, you're down 2-0. Your backs are against the wall. You can't lose a game, but you've gotten close. So I'm curious to see if Tarnished can win this game 3. And tell me, Sporty, do you think they've got it in them? Do you think Tarnished can find the turnaround in order to win one here?
Yeah, we'll have to see if they can. I want to say that they do, and yet their offense hasn't proven to me that they can. That's the flip part of this, is that they are good enough, and yet their offense hasn't shown that. And it comes down to whether or not that offense can show up or not. I mean, this was a game that was winnable for Tarnished. Like, realistically, that was a winnable game for Tarnished. I did not see Shebang really press the issue all too often. For Tarnished, just not threatening enough upfield, and well, without that threat, there's virtually no chance they can take this tournament. They're gonna need to flip around quickly and heavily, or else it will be Shebang lifting the trophy.
One win away from doing exactly that if you are Shebang, and I mean, they are, like you said, their offense wasn't quite as dominant in this one if you are the side of Shebang, but I still feel like they're constantly going for those team plays, and they're constantly waiting, just playing that waiting game for you to overstep. And as soon as you do, they are willing to strike. So, Shebang, can you do it one more time? It's looking like you're already close, and it will be. Thule able to score already. 8 seconds to score in game one. This time 8 seconds to score again, but it is Shebang who find it. And a great job by those two from Shebang in order to get it done here. 8 seconds in already.
Hepskid looking to be the first player this season to win 2 events. Now, it would be 2 events on 2 separate teams. Obviously, this one would be with Shebang if he does take it. He did win last week on Rentstu with Eris and Info. That was an impressive run for them and one that ended up being absolutely flawless. They've only dropped the game once tonight. They're not looking to do it again, though. It's Hepskid, speaking of, with it making it a 2-0 lead. 2 lead to Hepskid in the goal, and at this point for Shebang, it may already be over inside the first 30 seconds. Tarnished have not exactly had a strong offense, and unless we see something completely unprecedented for them, it's not getting any better.
Thule has unlocked here in this game two. He had a quiet game one, but already he's got 100% participation on these 2 goals if you are the side of Shebang. So 2 goals up. You got 4 minutes and 20 seconds to play and make it 3-0 off the post instead. Aspect able to get back in time. Is able to clear it out, but this attack is still looming. Will be reset. Able to clear it out. Heps tosses it towards the center, but no one is there for the side of Shebang in order to follow it up. Thule looking to push towards the center side. We'll just have to 50 it out, and now you finally got it onto the orange half if you are Tarnished, but just like that, you're back on the defensive.
Yeah, it's not going to take long before it feels like Shebang just keep the ball upfield. 2 goals up, Tarnished are forced to chase the game now. And the problem is, we saw last game, when they did chase the game, that's when the goals happened. That's when they overcommit, and that's when Cat got hit involved. So that's the worry now. If you're Tarnished, you have to chase the game, and chasing the game may only lead to goals from Cat. That net was open for reset, and man, it has been a night for Tarnished offensively. They have just not been able to hit the goal, and still, they're goalless in this grand finals, and that open net miss might describe everything that we've seen from them so far tonight. It has just been a hit and miss, but that won't miss. It's Dre, and it's 1 goal back for Tarnished, and while Shebang may be goofing around, enjoying themselves, this series is not over.
This time they send 2 to make sure you secure it. You have a lead blocker there, and you're able to get it into the back of the net if you are Tarnished. But we said, oh, this might be another one that kickoff doesn't go well for you, but finally Dre will be able to get back in time. That was scary momentarily, but Tarnished in that last game had one that wasn't able to go in the net either off the post, and this game they have one as well. They're going to be kicking themselves after this tournament is over for everything that they have missed, but that is a good bump. Aspect is going to toss it out towards this back wall. Cat is not able to find the touch, but Heps will, so that'll send it back towards the blue half, and the side of Tarnished will have to reset here in order to try to find something. You've cut the goal lead down to 1, so not quite as tall of a task if you are the side of Tarnished to get it done, but nevertheless, last game you were only able to score 1 goal, and now you need to find that coveted second.
Will be left upfield. It's Thule again. He is looking for the cross-field pass. We are seeing a lot of space for Shebang when they can get the ball upfield. They just go across for the pass for a teammate. So much of what's making Shebang scary is the misdirection. Because when they go up with the ball, you know that first player up with the ball is scary. All 3 of these players can score individual solo plays. It's when 2 players get involved when it's scary. When it's really scary because they have multiple options, multiple things they can do. It's a multifaceted offense from Shebang, and one that may be entirely too hard for Tarnished to keep out forever.
Thule tosses it towards the center. Cat tries to make a play with it. Will toss it back towards the center. Easily cleared out by Dre. Goes over to Thule off the back wall. Looks to make another touch. Sends it past 2. Will be a demo as well. So that's going to be Aspect off the map momentarily. Will be Heps sending it back towards that blue side. A little bit of boom ball here. Just trying to see what you can find. Who will overcommit if from each side. Thule passes it back to Cat. Cat able to get it past 1 on the 50. Puts it towards the center. Will be 50'd out, but still Heps looking to make more of it. Just trying to play something. 1 minute and 30 seconds left to go. Tarnished, you need to find one or your tournament's over.
Hey, they do. It's not a lot of time left. Less than 90 seconds to play. Aspect will be left for Thule. Hepskid with all this room. He is going to take so much time off the clock right here. Thule's up as well. He wants a touch. He'll get his touch as well. It's Cat, and it's offense still. It will not be played well. Reset got bumped, though. And Thule once again with the ball, leaving it for Heps. He's looking for a bump on Dre. No, he's looking for the play himself. He didn't want Heps to take this one. Now he will have to relinquish. As Cat's up, no shot there. Played into the midfield. 1 minute to play on this one, but Tarnished needs something. It might be reset. Well, it will be off the back wall. A scary-looking chance. One that won't fall through. And Shebang keeping a staunch defense. Nothing is getting through that wall.
Over towards the orange half. Tarnished, 38 seconds to score. Will go off the back wall, cleared out towards the corner. Heps is there to find a second touch, but nothing. Couldn't follow it up once more. It will be Dre trying to play the defense here against Cat. Cat just lets it go, leaves it be. Aspect takes it up, an air dribble towards the top side. Will be Thule able to block it out. Just make sure this game favors them. They just got to stall out the time, 16 seconds, and they will have done it. Shebang trying to close things out. Reset, knows the time is looming. 10 seconds left to go. He will get cleared out. Thule is able to find that touch. Dre puts it towards the sidewall. Thule lying in wait, so he won't be elect to take it up there. Aspect puts it towards the side. Aspect has to make a great play from the corner. Goes up there. Who can keep it up? Can you do it off the wall? You find the touch, but two of you commit, so now Cat will just let it go, and Tarnished will fall. Shebang will be your tournament winners here, 2-1 in both of these games, but this time around, they don't need the overtime.
No, they don't. It's a great game here from Shebang, and well, I think the real storyline here for this series is only one goal for Tarnished in these last two games for them. Simply put, they just couldn't move the offense. Shebang did a great job at stopping them, and Tarnished didn't do enough of a job to make their offense less predictable here. Sorry, 3 goals in these two games. Why am I saying 1? They had 3 goals in these 2 games. Still, their offense wasn't enough. They just couldn't keep up with Shebang in this one, and well, unfortunately for them, I think it was all too kind of predictable here for Shebang. Just a solid, dominant performance. For Hepskate, it'll be his second straight win in a row here. He'll have 2 wins this season as part of the Nameless Rocket Rush. But this is, on record, the 4th unique team to win a Nameless Esports Rocket Rush tournament this season. So there's a lot of parity this season. A lot of different teams are playing. A lot of different teams are winning. And that means as we get close to the end of the season, there are going to be a lot of teams who might be returning to guarantee those spots into the $500 Invitational at the very end of the season. For now, credit where it's due. Strong performance here. Thule, Hepskid, and Cat absolutely outperformed everyone here. And simply put, we're a level above anyone else.
Yeah, they looked like the best team here, and they showed it game in, game out. They showed up and were able to take it down. They only dropped 1 game throughout this whole bracket, and that was the Kintrix, who Tarnished was able to beat. But Shebang able to take down Tarnished in a 2-0 fashion both times around in that winners finals and in this grand finals with that game advantage. Shebang, I mean, their team play is just on another level. Tarnished, I thought, had some good opportunities, had some good looks, but they didn't have the finesse to make those team plays happen quite as much as the side of Shebang did. But in that grand finals, Tarnished was able to keep it close. So next time around, maybe we'll see Tarnished able to get it done in the next one. You talked about that parity. It's always switching around. So Tarnished, I think I'd love to see them again, see if they can get it done towards the next series. But this time, Shebang, the big winners here in this grand finals.
As well, Shebang, the big winners here. Next event, by the way, for all of you who are still wondering, of course, this is week 4. There are 9 weeks of qualifying events, and each event is going to have more points than the last. So, if you want to show up for future Nameless Esports Rocket Rush events, our next one, of course, is next Saturday, July 18th. But if you want to join our Discord server, join our server, and apply for the next event. Of course, next week from now, we have events every single week, including the 2v2 mid-season showdown, I believe on July 25th. So lots of events happening, lots of fun happening, and still lots of points, lots of money, and a spot in the Invitational to be grabbed. But what a night it has been here, Deform. What a win, you have to say as well. And that is going to be huge. But we do have apparently some giveaway winners that we need to announce as well. So that's enjoyable. We've got some winners again, thanks to our sponsor in trophi.ai as well. I believe Krusty and our very own Kenzo, I believe, may have won the giveaways here. Whatever it is, it's been an amazing night. But again, what an evening. What a showing. Oh, sorry, there's 3 winners. Krusty and our very own Kenzo and our very own Iron Bat have all won a free a giveaway here. So thank you all so much for applying. Thank you so much for being involved, and thank you again to the teams who've shown up, to our sponsor trophi.ai. But Deform, I'm gonna let you close things out here because I've been talking too much. You know what? Producer's telling me don't close it out. So apparently we've got more to talk about as well. But Deform, we're gonna have to waffle a little bit longer for as well. But Deform, I'll have you have some closing thoughts, I guess, while we wait a little bit longer. What do you have to say for yourself?
Yeah, it's been a great tournament. I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to see that the Rocket League scene, there is just so many great teams throughout these tournaments, and that there has been so much parity, that there's been so many teams that have come to this Nameless Esports or like Discord and played in these tournaments, and it's been a lot of fun, and they're now doing the 70-30 split with that first place and that second place, so you get some cash if you get first or second. It helps breed that competition. You want to get to that finals. You want to obviously you want the 70 in order to get that bigger prize pool, but it has been just phenomenal. What has been done here, and it's phenomenal that these squads are so talented. It's a great time to watch, and I'm glad to be a part of it. So I think that's all my thoughts, Sporty. I think you can send us out of here.
Yeah. Production's telling me that they are ready now. So let's close things out here. Thank you all so much for joining the Nameless Esports Rocket Rush. This has been Week 4. Reminder, the next event is next Saturday, July 18th for Week 5. Don't miss it. We'll be going offline now, but we'll see you again next Saturday when Rocket Rush returns.